Good. Here's your lesson plan.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Academy Day, Scratticus Academy Day, 15-hour stream. We've all had plenty of sleep, we're ready, we're raring to go. This is going to be an amazing one-shot run by Anniek. But before we go around and say hello to everyone, please check out all of the links that the bot is currently spamming in you in chat. Spamming in you in chat? Spamming at you in chat. You can find all of our social links there, all of the places that you can go and support us, find us, contact us, do all of those wonderful things with us. Also, check out our sponsor information, Bird in the Storm Publishing and Mage Hand Press, whom we're very grateful to for they make this all possible. We have a bunch of websites where you can get 10 to 15% discount. I can smell toast. We have 10 to 15% discount, on loads of things for TTRPG community things. Everything except for minis, actually. I need to get a mini sponsor where I can get you guys 10 to 50% discount on minis too. And a retweet. Retweet the tweet to retweet the tweet. And when you retweet the tweet, we can tweet on the tweeter a lot more easier when we tweet. Let's go around and say hello to everyone, starting with our wonderful dungeon master, Anniekster.
Hello. I hope I'm not too loud. We had some mic setting issues. I'm Anniek. You can find me on Twitter at Anniekster. When I'm not being a DM for adorable woodland critters, I play a sullen teenager in a Cthulhu setting on this channel every Monday. I will talk more about this setting after the introduction rounds, if you don't mind.
Of course, I very much appreciate you. So let's see, we started in the middle. I'm over here. Let's go clockwise around and go next to Kate S. Wells. Oh, hi!
Hello everyone. My name is Kate. I am the DM at D20 Error, which is a D&D5e campaign that we play on Twitch. It's kind of a sporadic schedule, but it's fun. We actually have a very exciting announcement that we are having on Sunday/Monday. So make sure to go find our social links, which are all D20 Error and like Twitter and Instagram and Twitch and everything. And we're gonna have a really exciting announcement. So yeah.
I'm super excited already.
I am so excited. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited.
I mean, you kept this very quiet in like the pre-chat, you know. Now I don't feel like I can ask you live. I definitely would have asked you offline. Okay, thank you so much, Kate. Next, let's go around to Fatebound Knight, Caden. Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi, I'm Caden, Fatebound Knight on Twitter, Instagram, basically everywhere. TikTok. I'm a cosplayer and an artist. I do illustration and character design, primarily pertaining to tabletop gaming. You can follow me on Twitter if you want to follow my shenanigans of my home game that I tweet about literally all the time. I used to play Nathan Brell on the show Countless Heroes. It is no longer streaming. We finished the campaign. You can find it on YouTube with We Are Nerdsmith. It's a time and a half and an adventure in and of itself. I don't know what else to say. Hello.
I mean that was real good, you know. That was real good. You're starting us off really well. Last but most certainly not least, the DM of Chaos of the Chaos Conductors, Jordan. Oh, hi.
It's your boy. I'm Jordan. How's it going? You can find me at DM of Chaos C on Twitter. I am the DM of Chaos Conductors, and I run the podcast Air D&D, and you know, I just like to have fun, and I'm really excited for today, so I want to just get into it. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's great. You know, that was real good. That was real nice.
Thank you.
That's everyone. I'm me. I'm Scrat. I'll be a wreck today. It's going to be fun. Anniek, how about you talk a little bit about the setting while I just quickly check that no one's burning down my house?
That seems like an excellent plan. Go forth. Check. I know the feeling. I once ran away midstream because I smelled something melting. And I have like 29 things plugged in here, so I ran with the same speed as Scrat is running. Today we are playing in the setting by Hitpoint Press. It's called Humblewood. Humblewood is a 5e setting, and it assumes that there are bird folk and there are humble folk, and they all live pretty much happily together in Humblewood. The bird folk mainly live in a really, really big tree city called the Alderheart that they shaped to their preference over many, many years. After something called the Humblewood Treaty was signed, they allowed the humble folk into the bird cities. Mainly because of problems with bandits and fires, and for a long time it was a very peaceful place, in as far as you can have a peaceful place when people are still semi-divided along species lines. But nowadays, some humble folk live in the trees, some birds live on the ground, and lately they have seen an upswing in bandit activity, as well as forest fires. Currently, we have the Perch Guard, which is like the standing army of the bird folk, who are obliged to assist whenever there is a problem, whether it's in the trees or on the ground. And they've been stretched pretty thin. They can't handle all the problems anymore. So a lot of the more ground-dwelling citizens feel a little bit neglected, a little bit like the birds are doing a lot of bird first. And the bandit coalition has seen quite an impressive influx of members. All of that is purely background. And I'm going to do something a little unusual, and we're going to go right to the game without you people telling us who you are and who you're playing. And I would like to make a little opening roll, and I want all of you to roll me a Constitution save.
Oh, shoot.
Oh boy.
We're just getting right into it.
I should have asked beforehand. Are we using actual dice or?
I am whichever one you want. I'm using actual dice because I had a horrible fight with Roll20 when I was playing the spy game.
Funny, I suddenly know that feel.
And you do. But I collect dice, so I always feel bad if I don't use my babies.
Oh my gosh, same.
So,
is it con save?
Yeah, con save.
Oh.
We're playing, honor system. I'm assuming you'll be truthful about what you're rolling.
Do you want me to type it into the Roll20 chat, or do you want me to just say it?
You can just say it if you're not using Roll20. I'm already seeing some people not doing too hot.
A 10.
A 10?
6.
Hey, at least
me go. I think
someone has double digits. That's very exciting. So,
incredible.
It's bad when double digits is the goal.
Seriously. Like, wow, one of you rolled a 10. Great.
Yeah, wow, you're doing so good.
GG.
Hey, you're off to a great start. So, how is your character's name pronounced? Rylan or Rylan? Rylan. Rylan, I'm going to change the music for a second here.
Oh, geez.
Because we're starting off real well with your amazing rolls. Rylan, I'd call it wake up, but it's more like coming to. It's very dark where you are. The back of your head hurts. You have a killer headache. It smells earthy and damp where you are. And as you take stock of how you're feeling, you notice your ankles hurt and your wrists hurt, and you seem to be laying on an uneven stone floor. You can hear rustling of clothes and feathers and others breathing. You're very disoriented right now, but this is what you're getting.
Hello? Hello, is there anyone around?
You receive no response.
He's gonna kind of sit up. He's gonna kind of make sure he's all here. He's gonna start patting his little hands all over himself.
Could you describe yourself for the people watching this?
Oh geez, my camera decided that it didn't want to focus. Okay, so Rylan is a very, very small, I believe it's pronounced gerbine.
Yeah.
So he's a very small gerbine. He is about, I believe, 2'2". He has very large ears, and he is a very dark gray with black spotted pattern on his fur. He is what's known as a black merle for those who breed mice. And he is got these very large, dark brown eyes and very tiny little hands. He is just very small.
So as your small hands are like patting to see how you are, okay, your wrists are very bruised. You have a lump on the back of your head, and you have your normal shirt on, but all of your stuff is gone.
I was about to ask, okay. So I just have Okay. So because of my class, I actually have an ability that lets me see, that lets me in darkness, I can see as if it was dim light, and in dim light, I can see within 60 feet of me.
Okay. In that case, you see around you, depending on, you're very small, so I keep trying to think, what would you see if you're like very near the ground? So in front of you, there's this big lump, this shape that looks like it's breathing. And then behind it is another shape that looks like it's breathing. And then there's just rough walls all around.
Just kind of stand up and kind of dust himself off and just kind of very slowly walk over, just kind of like craning his neck to be like, what's happening over there? Just gonna kind of...
When you crane your head over a little more, the biggest of the lumps, which was the one nearest to you, it appears to be very furry, quite a lot larger than you.
Oh, cool.
Some kind of wolf.
Okay. Okay, and he's gonna walk around.
Go around.
Very large and scary. Okay. He's gonna just gonna check out what else is happening, and if these people look, or these other like folk look like they are in the same state that he is in, he's going to try to start very gently waking them up from a distance, like with reaching out and like patting them with his tail.
As you tiptoe around, you notice more towards the other corner, the one what's originally behind you. You see a far more familiar shape. You see a raptor.
Oh, gonna just like skitter over and just kind of like put little hands on and just start shaking.
I'm gonna butcher this name for the next 3 hours. Croc.
Just squawk it. Just squawk it.
I'm not much of a squawker, honestly. Tiny hands shake you awake. You two have a blinding headache. Quite a lump near your temple. And it's very dark.
Rylan?
Hello. Are you okay? Do you know where we are? It's very dark in here.
Did we have a heavy night?
I don't think we did. I think I'd remember waking or falling asleep in a place like this.
It doesn't look like a tavern.
No, it doesn't. I think you're right about that. There's other people, other folk over there. Should we? This one's very large.
Can I appraise this creature that Rylan is pointing out to me? Can I just get a rough feel for how I feel about them? Just looking at them, do they look like, you know?
Callus, what do you look like? Bearing in mind you've been stripped of your equipment.
Okay. I would say that I am about 5 feet tall. I have completely like black fur, and I look like a wolf. But in my face there are streaks of white kind of around my mouth and eyes. And I would have on a brown vest with no shirt on underneath because scandalous.
There you go. I don't know. How well do raptors see in darkness? Pretty good, right?
I don't think there's any, like... I mean, I see real good, but I don't think I've got, like, dark vision or anything like that.
In that case, you're relying on Rylan to describe this to you
he's
semi-accurately.
He's gonna tell him, like...
And then towards the corner behind the black wolf, you have a Maypak. Maypak? They didn't give me a pronunciation guide with the PDF, I'm afraid. For the people who haven't read the PDF, Maypaks are raccoon-like creatures. And this one seems to be like a little bit rolled up into a ball, just going
I love raccoons. Sorry. Okay. Ryland's gonna.
Are you gonna have a great day or what?
I'm having such a great day right now. There's so many cute animals. I'm so happy. There's another Vulcan. I'm gonna go over there. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna pat his beak and gonna scamper over.
I'll wake the other one.
Good idea. And he's just gonna kind of very gently reach out and very gently touch the Mapex's nose with his tail, like a kind of like a. Sorry.
Do I describe what I look like, or I don't know?
If you don't mind, yes.
All right.
Now that you've joined the group.
So, Detective Robin Fox. Thank you. Might have heard of him. He is a raccoon, so got the nice, like, dark furred mask with the streaks around. Is wearing a nice, well, I guess, I don't know, wearing like a nice dark black coat. And
I'm afraid you're not wearing a nice dark black coat.
I am not wearing a dark black coat. So just like a plain, like white kind of like shirt, and just some black black trousers, boots. Pretty standard array. Can I have a tie?
Yes.
And a black tie.
Of course you do.
You're asking
Thank
the real
you.
question.
I have one of them here. I don't know if it's on. I picture a little bit like this.
Mm-hmm.
That is so
Yes.
very good. Ah.
Just with a white shirt and
With a white shirt. Yeah. And no black coat, I'm afraid.
no black coat. Okay.
You don't see the black coat.
So Ryland's just gonna kind of sniff in your general direction. His little nose is like going, little whiskers bobbing.
I woke up in a dark cellar. I don't know where I am. It's gloomy. It's always gloomy. I looked up and I saw him, and at first I was fearful, but I was always a sucker for beautiful brown eyes. He says this out loud, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, I can't.
Okay.
It just kind of squeaks.
Shaking his head, Argrak will make his way across to Callus. He's a raptor, sort of like a bearded vulture. Yeah, who sort of like does the high-shouldered walk, and is just gonna bump Callus on the noggin with his beak. He's grey feathered, grey plumage, black tips.
I'm gonna kind of very groggily look up. Where am I? Who are all of you?
Agrak!
I'm just gonna bare my teeth.
Please don't do that.
I can't see you, so I'm just like.
You don't know either then.
We don't shout at the people. We don't know them. Hello. I can't tell you where we are, but I can tell you who I am. My name is Ryland. Pleasure to meet you. This is Akrak. Not the most eloquent all the time, but very lovely nonetheless. I don't know who that is. Points at the.
Can I stealth into the corner?
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
Oh, and I get advantage because we're in like dim light.
You're in darkness even, so yes, you have advantage. Yes.
That's a 19 plus 5, so 24.
Okay. I'm pretty sure no one has a passive perception over 24, so you're just sort of away into a corner.
Oh, never mind. They were.
Just your subtle narration from one of the corners, just subtly. I looked around at my companions, wondering, watching.
Right. So,
Do any of you have trouble seeing in the dark?
No,
Yes.
Um,
I see rather well, actually.
I'm going to cast Dancing Lights, and I'm going to make all of them kind of, instead of like spheres, like have them be little wolves.
We have a group. How many dancing lights do you get? It's like just a little swarm, right? With a little swarm of glowing wolves.
I can create up to 4. So I'm gonna have a little trio of wolves.
With a little trio of wolves dancing around, glowing, lighting up what is now very obviously a prison cell. Just around the corner, you see the light glinting off what you assume to be either a door or bars. It's hard to tell. It's just a little bit around the corner. The walls are stone, partway broken through by roots, but nowhere enough that you'd get the feeling you could easily dig your way out.
Are the walls like solid stone, and then there's like a corner where is it like bars?
No, you have like the wall. There's just it's not quite circular. It's very uneven. You have the feeling they just like put stone walls around an existing cave or something, and then there's a small hallway that leads a little bit out. Just around the corner, you can see metal glinting.
Is there any like windows or anything, or no, or any like? There's no openings. Okay, cool.
No. Especially Akruk feels a little bit oppressed, and you get the feeling that, you know, if you've ever been in a cave, you have the feeling of like just earth bearing down on you, just the feeling of being underground. It's very palpable here.
I actually think Rylan might be a little more uncomfortable than Akra.
I thought maybe the mouse is better with this than the bird, but apparently...
I like the night sky.
There is no hint of sky here whatsoever.
Not about this. I'm kind of move very close to Akrak.
I've never been in this situation before, but my name is Callus.
Rylan.
Figured we should at least know each other if we're going to be so cozy in here.
Agrak!
That's his name. Very nice person. What's your name?
Detective Robin Fox walks closer to inspect the lock, avoiding his companions. He's not used to being around people. He's a loner. He tends to work alone.
Detective Robin Fox.
That sound effect himself.
You do your own sound effects?
Mm-hmm.
On Fully works.
I will point out Detective Robin Fox also has the blinding headache, the lump on his head, and the sore wrists.
The soreness, like looking down, are there like manacles or anything that are...
Not anymore, but you can see where there are marks, where you assume they were probably removed as you were tossed in here, but you have like bruises and abrasions.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and inspect the door and the lock.
Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Also investigating, Agrak just stretches, doing that big, wings splayed out like stretch.
How big are your wings? It's not that big of a room.
Detective.
Oh yeah, because how tall are you?
I'm 3'5", so my wings, they're only big enough to glide, not big enough to support my weight, so they're probably about 7 feet across, so
Yeah.
probably
You can just, if you turn sort of, you have to go at like an angle to get like the long end of the room, because at its widest, this room is 10 feet.
Detective, I really like your monologuing there. I think it's nice. I'm gonna give you a bardic inspiration.
Thank you.
You got an inspiration, depending on if you want to use it now or not.
I rolled a 15, so I think I'm gonna just stick with the 15.
Okay.
But I will. Cool. Good to know. What's your inspiration die? Is it a D6?
Yes.
Cool. Good to know.
With a 15, you go a little bit into the hallway and you see, it's not so much a door as there are bars. And at first glance, you get the feeling the bars would be wide enough for for some of you to squeeze through. But there's a little shimmer in between them.
Peeking around, I'm guessing I don't have my thieves' tools, do I? Okay.
Everything that's on you that's either useful or could be considered pretty is gone.
Okay. Looking around at my companions here, I'll say, "You, mouse.
They're called Gerbine.
You, Gerbine." I don't say mouse because mouse is not politically correct. I apologize.
Oh man, speech and slurs in the first half hour. This is awful. Just awful.
Don't want to offend.
His ears go up. His ears go up and kind of sits up straight. Just, my name is Rylan.
Gerbine, can you look at these bars? Can you fit through them at all?
You're gonna scamper over and just kind of check out the bars. It's very tiny.
Looking at the width between bars, you could probably squeeze through them, but you also see like a little shimmer.
He's gonna lean his head forward and just kind of sniff very loudly like mice do, and just kind of. Can I see what it is? With my special eyes.
What exactly do your special eyes see? It's just that you can see in darkness as if it's dim light, right? You don't have...
I can put it in the chat.
Yeah.
I went all out with my character sheet last night.
Oh, you probably prepared more than I did then.
Same though. I did so much. I'm so looking forward to this.
I literally have my background in my character.
You see nothing special.
Okay. You know, I would, but I don't know. Do you see that over there? There's a glimmer.
Like a magpie to a shiny thing. My eyes
Scrat's
immediately
going to
translate
kill me.
to shiny thing.
It could be armor if we're not careful, and I'd rather not get stabbed. If it's all the same to you, I can try to sneak though. I'm very good at disappearing.
I'm also pretty decent at that.
At your size, there's no way you're getting through those bars. Like, Ryan is literally less than half your size.
I meant at disappearing, not at getting through the bars.
No.
I do have. I don't know if this is like a part of it, but if this can be used. But I do have a racial feature called nimbleness, and I can move through any space. I can move the space of any creature that is a size larger than you. I don't know if that pertains to the situation, but
It's not a creature, but you can
yeah,
definitely try and
can certainly try.
you can certainly try.
Could I potentially fit through the bars or no?
I think that depends on how pudgy of a maypack you are. I mean, I've seen some very slender raccoons. I've also seen raccoons that would easily be mistaken for a soccer ball.
I think reasonably, like, the detective's pretty small. However, he thinks he's much larger than he is. So, like, looking, there's no way I could fit through there.
Okay. Okay. Hype me up. Okay.
Rylan,
Yes.
you can do this. I believe in you.
Well,
Boric inspiration.
How many of those do you get?
I have 3 per short rest.
Okay.
Never mind. I have 3 per long rest.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
God.
That's what I thought.
Oh man.
I was like, oh, he's
Resend
just handing him out in the first 10 minutes.
If
You
you
know
would
what?
like to resend
No.
that, I am
No.
okay with that.
Nope.
Just don't spend it unwisely.
I am Are you doing something, or am I good to go?
You also have advantage, both you and the detective, because you have a bardic inspiration. You have advantage on Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion just one time, while you have the bardic inspiration.
That's
you don't,
cool.
You don't have to use it to get the advantage, but you can only use the advantage one time. So
Cool.
keep that in mind.
I am going to mark that down on my character sheet.
Yep.
So it's advantage on what was Arcana?
Arcana, History, Nature, or Religion. One of those one time.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, so I'm probably gonna use it. So I am going to attempt to stealth.
Please roll me a stealth check.
Oh god, I'm afraid. One
It's like-
fear.
40 minutes and I've already got players scared of me. How does this always happen?
It's only while you have the bardic inspiration though. Just
I can also
That's
probably...
That's an amazing face. That looks like it was a really good roll.
Yeah, I
Would you like to share with the group?
I'm gonna use my bardic inspiration. It's a D6, yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so that's
Enjoy.
Thank God. Okay, so that's. Let me calculator real fast because I cannot do math. That's an 11. Wait, no, I get advantage. Oh no, do I? Because it's dark, or no?
Do you?
I'm asking. I don't know if that's a like a situational thing, because if it's that it's like near dark, like complete darkness in here, or if the dancing lights, I don't know.
It's not that dark in here anymore now that there's three wolves frolicking, shedding light everywhere.
Okay, then
It's
that's
not that dark in here anymore.
an 11 then.
It's an 11 as you sneak and cast shadows and dart. Squeeze through the bars.
He's gonna try to get a better look, very gingerly, at whatever this gleam is.
Yeah, the gleam is mainly food bowls. Some just. Have you ever seen like an episode of Hoarders? It's food bowls, it's trinkets, it's pieces of scrap metal, it's tinkerer's tools. There's some little gears.
Are there any bones?
Make me a perception check.
I don't like that I have to make a perception check for that.
It's not a very clean piece of this place.
My dice don't like me.
8. This place is a mess. You have a hard time telling what's what.
He's gonna keep looking around.
There's a little hooded lantern that isn't lit right now.
Snatch that.
It's
about me size.
it's a bit big.
Okay, he's gonna.
Do you see a coat anywhere?
Do I see a coat anywhere?
You do see clothes.
It's a dark black cloak. Very easy to miss.
What you do see a coat, but it's like a kind of ratty. It was probably green once. It's hard to tell what happened to it, but it's old and worn and looks like it just got cast aside.
I had a so he normally wears like his leather. He has like leathers that he wears over his normal like his common clothes, and a dark navy hooded cloak. Does he see his cloak anywhere?
No.
Ah, dang it. Okay.
I get the feeling that the old ratty green coat, it looks like it got thrown aside by someone who maybe got a new shiny black one.
Okay, so he's gonna scamper back over to the bars really fast and poke his head through and just go, "There's a lantern. I can't pick it up. It's about the size of me.
Wow.
I don't know what you want me to do with that information, but it's information nonetheless."
What did you say? What did you say your name was again?
Rylan.
Rylan. Rylan, did you happen to see a pack of cards over there?
I don't believe I did. There is an older tattered dark green cloak. So it seems.
Can you check in there for a pack of cards when you get the chance?
Yeah, sure. There's also like a bunch of bowls and other trinkets and it's a bit. Yes, I said bowls, not bones.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. There's just a bunch of random things. I can try to go look deeper in. Okay, I'm just.
When you get a chance. No rush.
There's nothing else for me much to do. So yes.
I can try and lift the lantern if I can fit my wings through the bars. But I wonder, does anyone here have a diet that consists of stones or metal or stones?
That's a very specific question.
Well, I'm wondering if anyone can eat us out of here.
I don't think that's. We don't all have the strength of your stomach. I'm assuming, at least.
Looking around, is there any sort of lock or like with the doors? Like, is there any sort of like lock or something that is possible to break?
There is, as far as you can tell, no locking mechanism on this door. It seems, apart from the bars, you don't see hinges.
Is there a handle at the door? Is there a handle on the door?
It's just bars.
Caden, you are now a GIF, and it's amazing.
I'm a what?
A GIF.
Didn't this happen last time I was here? Oh, Lord. Okay, I don't know where to look for it. I'll see it later.
I'll put it in Zoom chat for you. It's
Please
amazing.
do! Please do! Why does this always happen? He's gonna... Can I look at the ceiling and at the, floor where the bars are meeting? Does it look like there's a way for them to retract? Like, is there any, like, levers on the wall?
You can see, like I said, there's no hinges on the sides, and they seem to be partway into a groove into the floor. And if you look up, you do get the idea that they would normally retract upward.
Okay.
I haven't seen any levers, but you know. I was going to say you rolled real shit, but that would be metagaming. You have seen no way to raise this door.
How sturdy do these bars look?
Solid metal.
Like it'd probably take a lot of force to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is a case of a missing door, is what I'm hearing right now. I would like to begin to look around, investigate, searching for clues as to find how this door came to disappear.
Can you also make me a wisdom check real fast?
Uh-oh.
7.
7. You want to go investigate? That's fine.
Yeah, this door is missing, and this is my top priority right now.
Yeah, no, this is super weird. Where would the rest of this door have gone? How does this work?
And just like that, I have on the case. I'm gonna start searching around for the door.
Yep. You can make me an investigation check.
All right.
I'd like to.
That's a 7 again.
That's a 7. You conclude with your keen detective senses and your Maypack intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, obviously, no one else would have thought of this but you.
Of course.
The key to getting out of here is a secret door hidden somewhere along the north wall.
I begin to investigate the north wall.
Obviously.
All right. Just desperately, just like going around,
yeah, with those little Maypack hands, feeling. Yeah.
Just.
Detective Fox is a little distracted.
You know what? I'm just gonna that happen?
That might be best.
Okay.
Seems like they're
Having their own little fun adventure. Akrak,
Yes?
you want to try to break the bars, or at least lift them? Looks like if you get your little talons around it and just go whoop, it might.
I can give it a go. But plan B, why don't we just attract someone and, like, bash their head against the bars and then take all their things?
Because I prefer not to, but I mean, we could.
Akrak.
Yes.
Make me a wisdom check, please.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Distrust. I might be trying to help you.
I am very wisdomous.
Trust the DM? What?
Also, that GIF is incredible. That's what I look like. That's unfortunate.
Harsh reality when you get.
I think it's beautiful.
I turn into like a.
I think it's amazing. So you don't get advantage. That's an amazing 11.
That is pretty good for a -1 modifier.
That's pretty good for a
Be fair.
-1 modifier. I was going to say.
Proud of you.
I mean, once again, I am impressed with someone reaching double digits.
That's such an unfortunate sentence.
Yes,
So unfortunate.
your poor DM is considering lowering the DC on everything just so you get out of this room. Anyway, you rolled an
I don't know
11.
I'm really working on something over here. Like I think I've got something.
Yeah, man, you're on the trail, Detective Fox. You've got this. Meanwhile, Agrak, as soon as you say the words, maybe we can bash someone's head in, you have this little memory flashback of being on the road and someone braining Rylan in front of you before you had a chance to step in.
What do they look like?
What?
I'm asking the DM.
Maypack, like
I don't
a
know why I said
Maypack.
it in character.
Like a Maypack.
I could probably handle a Maypack.
You could handle a what now?
That was out. Okay, we're gonna need the rest of the conversation that just happened in your head.
Ah!
What?
I suddenly remembered being on the road yesterday.
Yes.
And ahead walks Rylan, my trusty companion,
Hello, that's me.
when boom!
Huh.
A Maypack springs out of the undergrowth and bashes you about the head. I reach for my scimitar and my whip, but before I know it, everything fades to black.
You think you got hit by one too?
Yeah, must have jumped me, cowards.
You do remember it was less of a Maypeg jumping out of the undergrowth and surprise boom Rylan, and more of there was the sense of urgency and you were defending or helping someone, but it's all very fuzzy and your head hurts.
Does
And you rolled an 11.
and you rolled an 11. Does any of this trigger any of my memories?
I don't know, can you make a wisdom check for me?
I absolutely can, DM.
Let's find out.
Rylan, do you remember who we were protecting or guarding or transporting or something? Maybe I can get you some kind of advantage on this wisdom check if I keep talking enough.
With your trusty raptor companion working his feathery butt off to give you an advantage, please do take it.
Ah, heck yours.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Above 10.
Look at me go. That's a 16.
I'm just so proud of you. Yes,
Plus 3 to wisdom.
as Agrag is talking to you about Maypex punching people and coming from the undergrowth, you remember you were on the road outside of Saltar's Port. And
Yes. Where?
Saltar's Port, it's towards the south near the coast. It's a fairly common trade route. And you remember you were out on the road with Agrag, originally on your own, but on the road you met up with a hedge called Ava, who was, like most hedges, sweet-voiced and adorable, and asked you both if you could please help her get her cart with equipment and the very important message she was carrying safely to the Alderheart. And you agreed.
What? Quick! The hedge!
The hedge?
Ava!
As soon as you hear Ava, you remember there was just this soft-spoken hedge in robes who promised to pay you if you protect her. If it was too much effort otherwise, but it would just be really great because she had this message and she had to get to the Alderheart really fast. But her cart was really heavy and her legs are very short and her feet are very small and the road is very long.
I would die for her. I don't know her, but I would die for her.
Yes, I remember now. The opportunity to prove myself once again.
Yes. That.
Detective Fox, when you hear the name Ava, or rather when you hear about the hedge in the robes, you remember at least meeting her previously in Saltersport. And you were on the road that night for a case that I've not been made privy to, but it was most likely incredibly important.
It is very important. Did you say Ava? Ava. I remember her well. She walked in, and it all began when this woman walked in, and I could have been tough as nails, but beautiful brown eyes are my weakness.
So it's not just me.
Alice, you don't know what they're on about. You were just on the road, man.
Must admit, I also like brown eyes, but I don't recall this as Ava person.
Today's a good day to have large brown eyes, isn't it?
Agrag feels slightly uncomfortable with their bright yellow eyes.
Beautiful, and I love.
So I take it that the two of you know each other prior to this.
Greg's a good friend.
You're friends.
Yes. Companions, friends, travel together sometimes.
We do all right.
Can we be friends as well?
It's very I don't see why not.
Okay, good. I don't know if I could take rejection. I'm very sensitive. So thank you.
I love them.
I'm gonna put one of my, if it hasn't expired already, I'll just cast it again. Put one of the dancing wolves and just kind of have them like dancing around Rylan.
Oh, so much for your stealth check.
Yeah.
But yes,
Oh shit!
At the bars.
that's fair. It was once again, it was only an 11 anyway.
Yeah, I didn't do
Okay. Sorry.
I didn't do very good. No.
Can I have
16.
Can I have perception checks,
Oh,
please? I'm afraid Detective Fox is at a disadvantage considering their preoccupation with the northern.
I was wondering, could I, at this point, I was actually just about to ask, like, is it possible, like, given the fact that I've been searching for a while, that I can conclude that this door is a wild goose chase?
Oh man,
Oh,
okay,
God.
fine. No, take advantage on the perception check for that amazing pun.
Yeah.
Did I mention I hand out advantages for puns making me laugh?
You did it.
I'm after my
Be
own.
careful what you say,
Also-
Anniek. Be
Didn't
careful.
Oh, no, bring it on. I once ran a sheep themed one shot. It was amazing. You
Yes.
wouldn't believe the joke.
I was about to make a you joke. Dang it.
Had 4 hours of sheep jokes. It was
That's
amazing.
literally the
Sucks
best
that
thing.
I'm
You
incredibly
said-
boring and not funny.
18.
Sorry, I was hearing two people at once. Anyone?
Perception check.
Yeah, perception checks. I'm just gonna cut it. Anyone over 15?
I
What was the
count.
check again? Sorry, what was the check?
Perception.
18.
17.
4!
The person who rolled anyone who rolled over 15, you're hearing what sounds a lot like stone grating on stone, and a sort of shuffle of feet on a stone floor.
His ears start going. Like just a little.
I stealth into a corner.
Yeah, Callus is completely entranced in daydreams about big brown eyes of every variety.
Rylan is going to scurry away from the light and drop down. Just get as low as possible. Just try to blend in.
And when you say scurry away from the light, is that away from the bars into the other room? Because in that case, I would like a stealth check.
Sure, if it's easier for him to hide, he would, just based off like instinct, like, oh, gotta go.
Well, if you go past the bars, you're going more into the light.
Yeah, exactly. So I had to go away from the bars. And there's more things to hide under and behind.
Oh yeah, no, this was the hoarder's nest. There's a lot of things to hide.
Oh, jeez whiz. That's a stealth check?
Yep.
I'm gone. That's a 21.
You sort of flatten yourself out. You're not sure what this used to be, but it smells a little metallic. But it's got you covered. As you're lying there.
19 stealth.
19 stealth, but you're still behind the bars, right?
I'm still behind the bars.
Okay, so you find a shadowy corner to hide in. You parkour up towards the ceiling a little.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps Agrak is distracted because they're looking at the top of the bars and wondering if they can scale over.
They retract up into the ceiling.
Damn.
I'm just positioning myself in a way that
You haven't heard shit yet.
everyone can see my light brown eyes.
Very important. You're finding your light.
Yes.
Pushing forward a little. You're finding your moment. Rylan, you're hidden quite well, I must say. Let's find out if it's well enough.
Oh, that's a terrifying.
Oh, there you go. You're completely gone. I rolled a natural 1.
I don't exist anymore.
Yeah, you're in a different campaign. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. No, into the room you're hiding in, you see shuffling a Maypac in quite a stunning black coat. And he's sort of muttering to himself, and he's tinkering with something. Can't really hear what he's saying because he also has his mouth full of food.
Me too.
And he just sort of wanders in, moves over what you originally assumed was a pile of trash, but is revealed to be a desk, and sits down at it.
This is a very relatable character. Sitting there right now.
Just looking around at my desk and questioning my life choices.
Considering I paint where I work, there's a reason this character is the way he is.
Yep. Rylan's just gonna kind of look in the direction of the party like, I don't know what to do.
The rest of the party can barely see you. You rolled a 21. You're pretty much...
Oh, no, yeah.
You're gone.
He's watching them to see what they're doing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
He's
fairly
watching
sure
us.
on a 4, Agrak has no idea that there's anyone outside, and he's trying to do the last thing Rylan told him to do. He's going to try and lift the bars, or try and break them, or bend them, or something. Just,
You're going on the bars?
Yeah, I'm gripping the bars with both talons and trying to get my wings along the long length of the room and trying to flap up.
All right. That is absolutely amazing, and I would like you to make a strength check with advantage, because I really like you going...
Could I persuade you to let me roll athletics instead of strength?
Why would I let you do that?
Because I'm proficient enough.
About this metagaming thing.
No, because
you're just straight up brute forcing a bunch of bars.
Yeah, I'm brute forcing a bunch of bars, but I'm actually one of my favorite things to do to stay in shape is lift heavy bones. So it's sort of like this bars is very similar to bone curling,
Bone curling.
Yep, bone curling.
Okay, one important question.
Burling.
Yes.
Do you ever curl in the squat rack?
No.
Good answer. You may use your skill of choice.
Thank you.
Ooh, nicely done. As you flap and heave and flap some more, you start to get just the tiniest bit of movement in the bars. However, you are making a lot of noise, and this time I didn't roll a natural one for the raccoon Maypack jailer. So he just sort of looks over at you, half-eaten corn cob off the side of his mouth, and goes, "Would you keep it down? I'm trying to invent."
At hearing that, I'm going to drop out of stealth and slowly saunter over and be like, invent. Interesting.
He's wearing your coat.
Yeah, I'm aware. I am aware.
Yeah, I'm aware.
I'm aware.
It's a little, he's stretching the seams a little. He's a little more rotund than you are. So some of like the shoulder seams are just starting to give a little.
Cool. I'm gonna.
And as he steps on a piece of the floor, the door starts to rise a little, but he keeps waddling and the door goes down again. And he just goes, "Well, I have this gear work here. And I tried to make it so that when it's wound and it starts running around, you know, the way that the clockwork things do, I wanted to give it some light effects, like, oh, I suppose like you have in here now. I don't think I'm supposed to give you light. Anyway, I tried to do it like the way they do with fireworks, and I was kindly requested to stop making things explode. So I have to find a different way."
You know, I may have an idea that will work. However, I, unfortunately, being stuck in here, don't have my tinker tools. However, I'm certain that I'd be able to help you out with that if you could just open this and let me see what you're working on.
Oh no. I was not to let you out.
I've seen him do it before. I would trust that he is very talented.
He just sort of passes you his stuff through the bars and he goes, "Oh, I can't let you out. But here, show me then. It's very exciting. A lot of people here don't tinker."
Oh, am I gonna? Oh no. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's what. As he goes to pull through this bar, I want to reach out and grab him by the coat and pull him against the bar.
You want to pull him against her by the coat.
I like your dog.
Oh,
Coat.
poor coat. I think that's just going to be a straight strength check. He, like I said, he's considerably more rotund than you are.
Oh no! Oh no! That's well, it's pretty good. I rolled a 19, but my strength is -1, so it's an 18.
But he is very surprised. He honestly thought that, you know, Maypack to Maypack, tinkerer to tinkerer, you know, inventors amongst each other, you'd help him. So as you grab the coat, which does tear a fair amount,
Oh no!
you yank him against the bars, and he just sort of goes, "What?
Listen, you rat-tat crook! You let us out of this cage right now!"
No, I can't. Oh, I physically can. The door opens over there.
What is?
Did we see where did he see?
Where does he point?
Where does he point?
At the area of the floor he waddled over.
Is he facing away from that?
Yes.
I'm going to stealth over and see if there's a pressure plate or something I can use to open it.
You stealth over, you see there's this sort of diamond-shaped pattern in the floor. I don't think you weigh enough to trigger the pressure plate.
Can you just kind of pounce with his
As soon
little
as you
paws to try to push
bounce
it?
on it, and you hear this little doesn't move further.
Is there anything? How close is the lamp?
It's actually pretty close. It's well, I say pretty close, and I keep forgetting how small you are. It's about 8 feet away.
God dang it. That's more than twice my size. Alright, that's like 4 times this.
I keep thinking, wow, this is a really small dungeon, and then I remember you're 2 feet.
You remember I'm 2 feet tall.
Thank
Is
you
there
very
any-
much to Anonymouse,
Oh, that's a great
who
name.
has gifted us an advantage. They haven't said who they would like it to go to, so I guess I'll just roll it. I'll just roll it out. Roll a d5.
I
In
appreciate your name.
the order, I think it looks like anonymous. It's like it's.
That's so fun.
Unless if Anonymouse, if you're in chat and you want to know, and that's not an anonymous hand, tell us. Otherwise, I'll roll it. I'm gonna roll it. 1d5, 1 being the first person we introduced, 5 being the last. So 2. Kate, you get an advantage.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I will hold on to that unless they say otherwise.
Is there anything heavy? Or anything that looks like it weighs even slightly more than me? Nearby?
I was muted because my dogs were going crazy. There's mainly a lot of small crap. The thing is, like, the desk is obviously heavy enough, but I don't think you can move the desk. So
That's
Wait, I just realized this guy's wearing my coat, right?
your currently ripped coat, yes.
Yes. Do I keep like looking around, just like looking at it? I would know where my like weapons are. Are they still there in the coat?
It's just
Oh, dang. Okay.
well, if you start feeling his pockets, you find like a half-eaten sandwich and like pieces of clockwork gear. Your fingers come back this really weird yellow stain.
ugh.
Are they still at the bar?
Yeah, they're being held.
Okay.
He's not really fighting. He just seems to be completely heartbroken that you would treat him this way.
Oh.
I'm gonna start dragging stuff on.
Oh, my coat.
How am I supposed to take it off? You're holding me by the coat.
Will you take it off if I let you go?
But
Insight check.
I don't have a
Insight.
coat.
I am a suspicious raptor, and I think this is an act.
Very well. Make an insight check.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. He is utterly heartbroken.
What was your name again?
What do you mean again? None of you asked my name in the first place. You just said you'd help me, and then you just grabbed me and you wrapped me against the bar. And it's really quite sore on the side of my face.
It's what you deserve, you dirty rat coat stealing bastard.
I'm gonna walk.
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
even
walk
want
up.
to work here.
As like a little rodent person, when you say like rat as if it's a bad thing, it's just gonna go.
Great. You've broken the heart of every Gerbine in this dungeon.
I'm gonna start dragging items on top of it to try to start gaining weight onto it, and then I'm gonna pounce.
Yeah. How much do you drag on it for now? Because
The largest items that he can drag or carry he's got a strength of I think 11.
just give me like
the bones?
an aggregated strength check.
Sure, a strength check. That's not gonna give me much, but you know what?
You might roll real well.
I rolled an 11.
Oh, that's not terrible.
Not terrible.
You figured that the most heavy items you can move are like the books. You find a lot of engineering schematics and stuff, so you start just
stacking them.
stacking books. There's a certain tipping point after that every book you add makes the bars go up a little more.
Is he noticing this?
No, he's just. But I don't have a coat, and you had a really nice coat, and you had lots of nice things, and I don't have any nice things, and I didn't even want to be here. And now
Hey,
everything.
buddy. Hey, I'm gonna put my hand on his face, even though he's still getting held by Detective Fox. I'm gonna put my hand on his face, kind of like,
There.
hold his face. Hey, you have me as a friend. and I'm going to cast charm person.
Okay, I get a will save, I believe.
Wisdom save, yes.
Wisdom save. Yeah, sorry. I also play a lot of Pathfinder.
Yes. Pathfinder.
Yeah, many Pathfinder campaigns. Ooh, that's a 6. He believes you are his friend.
Okay. Hey. What is your name?
Bob.
Bob?
Bob.
Bob. We're friends, and we're going to need your help. That's going to start with you giving this coat back.
All right.
Fox, please let our new friend go.
If you let him go, he just sort of shuffles backwards, and it's a bit of a struggle. He's not like the most flexible person, and this coat is pretty freaking tight on him. So it takes him a bit to like wiggle out of the too tight coat. It helps that it tore. He sort of passes it through the bars.
And now you're going to help us get out, Bob.
Oh,
That was great.
last time I helped people get out, they hit me really hard.
But listen, we're friends, so I'm not going to let that happen to you.
Crack puts the big rock that they were picking up back down.
Question. Does this Maypack look familiar? Like he could have been the one that brained me.
Can you roll me a history check?
Why not? Sure. Pull up my character sheet.
I'm kind of clutch my coat like a security blanket, just kind of like.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You don't recognize him as any of the Maypack you fought in the road, but now that he turned around a bit while he was shoveling this coat off, and you were stacking books, and you catch a glimpse of his face. You know him from before.
Oh no!
He was never like that much into the whole being a bandit thing. He just invent shit, and they help him invent crazy shit.
Oh.
And his brother is massively into being a bandit thing. He just sort of follows along with his brother. You remember these two? They're Bob and Jay.
Bob and okay, he's gonna stand up and walk over. Bob.
Oh, hey, Rylan.
Hi, Bob. I didn't realize it. Wrong accent. Whoa. I suddenly turned into Scottish, I guess. I didn't realize it was you. Hello.
Oh,
These are my friends. Would you mind letting them?
I didn't see you there.
No, most don't.
Were you here?
Yes, they locked me in there.
Really?
They did.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. They were just being rude to me. You know, they never really liked me much. Would you mind letting them out, please?
Well, sure. I mean, you're one of us, right, Rylan? I remember that much. And he just sort of waddles his big fat Maypack butt over to the pressure plate.
And
yeah, I remember. You're one of us, and I took orders from you, and I listened to you real good.
His ears like start to slowly turn to pinning back a little bit, like a kind of thing.
I haven't seen you around, Rylan.
I haven't been around much.
Oh.
Enough.
Have you been? Have you been at the stronghold with the bandit leaders?
You know me. I was one of the best. You know, I get information, get in and out. It's really fast.
Yeah, right.
They promoted me. Yeah, that's what it was.
They promoted you. You were always very quick.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make you a bandit captain now?
Oh no, I'm not a captain. No, I keep going into Scottish on accident.
So what was your promotion to?
Oh, it was just that's.
As he's talking to you, he started like soldering things together again.
It's because I was fast and they wanted to talk to me to see if I'd be interested in the position of captain. I'm not really much of a leader. I'm more of a...
Oh, but if you're the bandit captain, you get more food, You get a room of your own. I'd like to be a captain. I'd like more food and a room of my own.
I should have thought of the benefits. But then again, they were like, no, we're just gonna put you in here, which is very rude if you ask me. I don't, and then looking at these people that I know, these very lovely people who are interested in being bandits as well. So I was going to try to integrate them, yes. Right, everyone?
He's gonna look at you like, you better fucking agree with me.
Smile and nod.
They're just nodding, see?
Oh. Well, I guess that's okay then.
But there's a surprise. You can't let anyone know.
But I always let Jay know everything. He doesn't like surprises very much. Remember that time when we were in Brackenmill together and you said there was a surprise around the corner and it was actually the guards? It was the worst.
It didn't really. I thought it would be funny. Apparently, it didn't. But
they beat Jay so bad. I think his nose was still crooked.
Oh dear. Hello.
While this conversation is going on, have they stood on the pressure plate yet?
Yes, and the bars rose when he stepped on it.
I'd like to go and walk over.
You.
Yeah, I want to go and walk onto the pressure plate with Bob.
Okay. The more weight is on the plate, the higher the bars rise.
I want to scurry through and start looking around at the desk and start investigating and see if I can find any of my stuff or anything that looks useful.
Roll an investigation
check.
check.
I would also like to do that.
2 investigation checks.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, let's go.
I want to talk to Bob.
We'll do the investigation checks first. So the natural 20, you don't find any of your stuff. But you find a lot of other stuff. If you spend enough time sort of scraping stuff together, you can get enough together for a whole tinkering set. Set of tinkering tools, I should say.
Okay.
There's a lot of... you get the feeling Bob isn't very into cleanliness, so there's a lot of food bowls, half-eaten food, water skins. You find a shockingly good bottle of booze, where you have the feeling Bob doesn't know what he has. Like in a tavern, you'd pay 10 gold pieces for a glass of this, and he just sort of has it next to a bunch of rags, and it looks like he's been using this to clean stuff with. You find a really nice, cleaned mouse skull. I do mean mouse, not turbine. It's not that creepy.
We're all spooked for a second.
No, it's an actual mouse. And you find it's actually pretty cool in a historical sense. You find this like bandit mask from before the current bandit coalition. This is like
dope.
Comparable to World War II era bandit stuff.
Dope.
That's actually really cool.
Do I see any like small like glass balls of any sort?
He doesn't have a lot of glass. You have the feeling he really prefers to work with metal. You can find a bunch of ball bearings.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna... How many?
Let's find out, shall we? You find exactly 63 ball bearings.
63 ball bearings.
63 ball bearings.
Gotta look at them for a second. I'm gonna pocket them, but I'm gonna not be happy about it. Not what I was looking for.
Jordan, Callus, was there anything in particular you're looking for, or is just your stuff and
Stuff and things.
I'm specifically looking for my deck of playing cards that my grandmother got me.
No, you find some incomplete decks, you find some chess pieces, some of which have been hollowed out. You find like 1/2 of a set of loaded dice. No pristine grandmother's set of playing cards.
The incomplete set is it mine or?
No, it's much older. It's coffee stained. It's
Oh no, that's no good.
Sorry.
What did you find, Gallus?
This seems I just found I wasn't able to find my cards.
I mean, I'm sure they're around here somewhere. We can help you find them.
So what you're saying is that there's something missing?
There's a lot missing.
There's something missing, yes.
There's a lot missing. Okay.
Tell me, when exactly was the last time that you saw them?
Where did you produce that from? That was incredible.
The last time was before I was here. They're in my right pocket.
Your right pocket, and you're sure they're not there now?
Pretty sure that they took a lot from us.
Yeah, there's nothing in my right pocket.
Intriguing.
I'm missing some stuff too.
I mean, I think we all are missing stuff. I mean, I don't have my leathers. I don't have my cloak. I don't have my holy symbol, which of course is the clasp on my cloak. So then that just goes with the whole missing cloak thing. I really want to find my cloak. I feel rather naked.
Rylan?
Yes?
If it's not too personal of a question, who do you serve?
His ears had gone forward to listen, and they immediately go back to the very kind of sideways positions.
It's okay if it's too personal. I just figured, if we're going to be friends, I just want to know more about you.
Friends that pray together, slay together.
So
I returned just in time.
Yeah.
What are you slaying and why?
Callus just asked Rylan who he serves, and since Bob is still there, he's going to kind of just well, I serve my god.
All right.
Well, I know she's pretty cool, but I wouldn't call her a god.
Well, is it isn't that half the Mapec deity? The god of night, I think?
Yeah, you get the feeling he's talking about not an actual deity.
Oh. Would you mind repeating that? Sorry.
He's like, I'll rephrase slightly so it's more clear. Well, I mean, Benna's pretty cool, but she's not exactly a god.
No, I'm talking about half. Remember, I'm a man of religion. Remember?
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yes, I find great comfort in them.
Looks like we got a new friend.
Bob, where is our stuff?
Isra, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders.
Hello, raiders.
Hello.
What up?
Look, they don't tell me that sort of thing because
I feel like you might have.
I got to keep the coat, and then you had some other nice things, and I thought that I could use it for a project. Maybe they said I couldn't use it for a project, so I don't know where they left.
What did you do with the dark cloak that had the pretty symbol on it?
I don't know, man.
Do you know?
They just told me not to let you out from behind. Oh wait, I was supposed to keep you behind the bar.
Oh, Bob, we're still behind the bars.
Oh,
Look! Go and look.
I just lifted.
What? No, you were right here.
No, we're in there with the project.
What? You took my project?
It's in there.
My project, man. Roll me a deception check, please.
Oh Lord, what?
If I roll low, I feel like that's canon, because this is awful. This is the worst deception check I've ever made.
If you get a nat 20, I'm gonna be the happiest person.
Oh, that's a natural one.
Beautiful.
I know I'm not like the brightest, but I think you're just bullshitting me, like Jay and Rylan always did.
Hey, I never.
You know what?
That is
I don't
true.
think I like your new friends. I
That
don't
was
think you
your
should be
brother.
friends with them.
That was, first of all, that was your brother. I never wanted to be rude to you. Second of all, Akarak is a little slow sometimes. That's
He's a bird, man. Don't you know that they're the problem? They're the ones who are just abandoning all of us.
No, he's different. He's very different. This one.
You know what? I'm gonna go. This doesn't feel right. I think you're lying to me. And even though I'm friends with the big dude, he's just standing there. It's fine. I helped him, and he gave the coat back, and that's all you asked me to do. I think I should go talk to my spirit.
He's gonna stand in the doorway. The way they leave.
You know what? You know what? You're exactly right. Bird folk are no good. Yeah, we humble folk need to stick together.
The bird folk are the problem. They never listen to us.
Yes, and there's us humble folk. We need to stick together. You know, like you and the gerbines and what are the hedgehogs called?
Hedges.
And the hedges.
Of course.
You know, if we had a hedge in here, I bet that they would back us up too.
Oh yeah, the hedge is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you know of any that we could get in here to back us up with this against this bird folk?
Nah, I know they took her because they need to like talk to her. So I'm pretty sure Emmett took her downstairs.
Wait,
I know who Emmett is?
Emmett?
Emmett took her downstairs.
Would I know who that is?
The name does not ring a bell.
Okay.
Can I have a quick look round for weapons?
How big?
You can, but not from the pressure plate. You'd have to leave the pressure plate again.
But we're all outside, and they're not going to go in, so that's fine.
Okay.
Wait, I have an idea.
Investigation check from Akrak.
I will wait for Ryland's idea before I make this investigation check.
How big is a thing he was working on?
Palm-sized. It's basically an exploding clockwork mouse. And he's trying to make it not explode anymore because he was kindly asked to stop blowing shit up in the bandit hideout.
Can I pad over to where it is and pick it up?
Yeah. It's in a few pieces because he was trying to hand it to Detective Fox to help with. So it dropped to the ground when she yanked him against the bars.
I'm gonna pick it up. Hey, Bob.
Yeah, Rylan?
What about this explodes? Is it this part? Is it this part?
Well, no, you put it together and then you wind it.
And then
and then you let it go, and then eventually it explodes. I tried to make it like go at a certain time, but it just sort of goes.
If you add like a little stopper here,
and he's gonna start doing that, and he's gonna like kind of, as he's talking to him, slowly lead him over to the cell, and he's gonna throw it in. Throw it in the cell. Trying to get him to follow after it.
Oh yeah, he's gonna follow that mouse.
No!
He's not very fast, he sort of waddles in there. Oh, I guess the stopper could make sense, yeah.
I jump off!
There was a lot of stuff already loaded onto the pressure plate, so you may want to scatter some of the books that Rylan put on there.
I spread my wings across the floor and do like the nighttime, daytime bird, like...
Oh, that is amazing. Just for that description, it works perfectly. Books fly everywhere. Callus has to dodge an engineering manual heading towards his head. Detective Fox. Yeah, you're used to shit flying around. You're a Maypack.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Bob. Poor, defenseless, coatless Bob is in the prison cell.
I'm gonna throw the green, like, nasty, janky coat into there, just so you know.
Just so he has something.
You got something.
It's like, oh, you found my old coat. Thank you.
We're friends after all.
Yeah, I guess we are.
At least until my spell runs off.
That's not much longer, I think, right?
It was an hour from casting.
Yeah, okay. And
So,
no one actually.
Whenever you would like.
No, it's fine. It's mainly nobody really attacked him, even though there was a slight, massively failed deception check. I don't think that breaks charm. It just makes him not like Agrak at all. You're still his friend. He doesn't like your bird friend. You're his friend.
Nice.
But we didn't hit him on the head.
This is true.
It was very tempting.
I understand. Yes. You are all in what can only be described as Bob's Horde. He's not even like at the bars asking to be let out. He is in fact tinkering with his little invention.
I have no doubt he'll be able to make it explode and get out at some point. But for now, I'm going to make that investigation check for weapons.
All right.
7.
There are no weapons. For as far as you're aware.
I feel a little bad leaving him in there like that.
He stole my coat. I feel fine, and I'm gonna start walking towards the end and like. Does it go out into a hallway or like?
Yeah, it goes out into a hallway that's like 15 feet long, and after that, depending on if the dancing lights are still up, it's pretty dark everywhere in here. So at the end of the corridor, you have the feeling it widens out, but you can't really see that far down the corridor right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with.
You hear a lot of ruckus behind you as Agrak is pulling shit over looking for weapons.
Okay. Do you want?
No bones, no weapons.
Do we want to look for keys, maybe?
Cheese?
Keys. And in case our stuff is locked up and there might be like a keyring. I doubt it because they didn't really trust Bob with a lot.
You know from experience, Bob never got the keys.
Yeah, okay. Okay, never mind then, yeah.
If anybody got the keys, it was Jay, never Bob.
See,
Yeah.
if we had some bones, maybe we could make a skeleton key.
That's
Well, I do have
Please take a DM inspiration.
Thank you.
say from my coat, I'm gonna pull something out and be like, will this be helpful with the mouse skull?
There is a perfectly cleaned mouse skull being presented to the group.
Dead.
Maybe I can make that into a key.
I don't think you could.
I could try and nibble it into a key shape.
That sounds totally reasonable. Here you go. I rolled a 1, so
I
Okay.
would like to try and eat this skull into a key.
Oh my god.
Okay,
That's
what
right.
kind of key? Describe to me what the key you're eating this into looks like.
I will just make it a blank for now. So if I could just make like a thin rod, maybe from like it's a nose, right? So a mouse nose. So maybe just like the long nose bone. I'll
Mm-hmm.
just try and rip that out. That should be quite easy as well because it should be weak at the socket and at the teeth. So just
Yeah, but it usually has a little line down the middle that makes it break in half. Said the person who did far too much of animal dissections.
Oh, that's okay. If it breaks in half, I could have a hammer and a twister.
You mean like lockpicks?
Yeah!
Something like that. Make me.
here, why don't you? I was gonna say, can I pull out like I'm? Oh no, it's tinkering tools, not these tools. Dang it, never mind.
can I turn this skull into thieves' tools with no idea
Trying
what thieves'
super
tools-
hard what kind of roll that would be. I think
Can I help? by
intelligence.
Can I help by describing what these tools look like and like being like, so the first one you want it, and it's got a little hook at the edge which you use.
Okay, let's start with saying there's not enough material in a single mouse skull to make a complete set of teeth tools. You can try and make a lockpick, like a single lockpick, no bobby pin counterweight bullshit. And since someone is roughly describing to you what you're doing, I'd like an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Yes, I'm sure your beak is dexterous enough to nibble where you want to, but trying to figure out where you should is a different thing.
12.
12. You have something that looks like what Detective Fox described. You have absolutely no clue if it will work or not.
There you go.
Is Bob paying attention to us anymore?
Oh no.
No.
No. He put his coat on, got a lot of stuff out of the pockets. It's a little bit like Mary Poppins' bag. And he's just... You see little flashes of what seems to be like flash powder going... Oh, it should take longer before... No, wait, it shouldn't go boom. Oh, it should take longer before it goes boom. And he goes back to tinkering. It smells like gunpowder and soot in here right now, rather than dampness and earth. Also rotten food.
Callus,
Yes.
you're very tall. I can't reach your ears.
I'm gonna bend down,
He's gonna like extend on his toes. You like when mice do the thing where they're like that. That's what he's doing.
or maybe get on a knee.
That also works. And he's gonna.
I'm a defector.
Oh.
They don't know this. You need... They might. He didn't. I ran away. We have to pretend. Okay? Just pretend that you're trying to become bandits or something. It might help our situation.
I can do that for you.
Okay.
For you.
Oh. The ears kind of forward a little bit.
My little friend. Let's...
I am rather small. I'm gonna try to explain it to those two. It might be a little... Okay.
He's gonna...
Do you need any help?
I should be okay.
Okay.
I mean, Akrak already knows he's the one that got me out of it.
Oh yeah, you're friends. I forgot.
Detective? Follow my lead. Don't be a detective right now. Pretend you're trying to be a bandit. Just hear me out.
Oh.
Hear me out. It'll keep us alive longer. I promise.
rolls.
Yeah. I'm gonna look for footprints.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for footprints. I rolled a 19 plus 4, so 23 for finding footprints.
Think you're
Muted.
muted.
Can't hear ya.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm using my bard first.
I've been having such a fight with Zoom today. It's unreal. 23, right? Because you find a lot of footprints. Up and down the hallway, it's mainly, you assume, Bob, your Maypack footprints. There's also Vulpin footprints. And just so many Gerbine footprints.
You're asking me to pretend to be a bandit. A bandit. Listen,
Oh, we're trying to
I have people on the good side of the law and the bad side of the law, and I'm not prepared to go on the bad side of the law.
I'm not saying you have to be a bandit. Think of it. Oh, I know what it is. You're going undercover. You're going undercover as a Mavic who's looking into becoming a bandit because we need to figure out how to get out of here. And when you get out of here, we can go get people. We can tell people Because they're not doing good things. They're hurting people.
Becoming the very thing I swore to protect the world from.
Exactly. The better you know your enemy, the better you can take them down. Yeah? Yeah?
It'd be a true test of your detective skills.
Truly it would.
And
The
I
biggest-
am
biggest
the
test.
greatest detective.
Very much so.
All right, I'm gonna turn to Callus. I'm gonna say, you're the civilian in all of this.
Hmm.
I think that this will help me to find your cards.
Yes.
Then I will do it. Go into the belly of the beast.
Thank you. Hey, Rylan.
Yes?
Can you come here for a second?
Let's get her over.
Mm-hmm. I am also kind of a defector. Not from bandits, but
What are you...
have you ever heard of the Vulpin packs in the Crest Mountains?
I don't know if I have, actually.
Oh,
But I have. I don't know.
It's like the societal structure of the Vulpins. It's fairly well known. They usually live in packs, and they're very pack first. You know, the needs of the pack go before the needs of the individual.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit, I'm aware of the general concept, yes.
well, I'm a defector from that society, from my pack. I left to do my own thing, so it's not the same, but I kind of understand.
We need to get out of here.
I would say you have my dagger or my sword, but I don't have any weapons on me. So
I have your wit.
you have my words.
Words are good enough for me. Akrak is the one who's really good at punching things.
Yes! And if I carry a lantern, I'm a beacon of light. A beak.
A beak. Oh,
You already have inspiration. Why do you do this to me?
yes, I've known this one a while. Okay. There's a lantern over there.
Agrak, did you say you wanted light? Bam, dancing lights. Not even gonna let him answer.
Damn dancing lights.
Remind your poor DM, in what range does Dancing Light cast? Like, is it... Leading questions. Would people roughly 20 feet away from you see light right now?
That's concerning.
It sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius. So
Dim light in a 10-foot radius.
yes. So I guess beyond the 10 feet. That's a you decision, I guess.
That's a me decision.
Yeah.
You cast Dancing Lights?
Yes.
No, that was a statement of fact. You have cast
I did.
That's a statement, not a question.
Sometimes as a DM, it's important to tell people when something is a statement instead of a rhetorical question. It can get very confusing.
Well, I did indeed.
All right. Looking around, are we finished talking, or can we start the investigation?
Yes. Lead the way.
Right.
I was born ready.
I should actually
And
probably...
you will die ready. No, wait.
Damn
Wrong game. Wrong game. Sorry, wrong game.
One fear.
So peeking my head around, can I make a perception check? Like, I'm stealthily like looking out to see if I can see anybody that's like potentially hidden there.
I will need a new stealth check.
Fair.
Depending on how close Callus is with disadvantage, because there's light behind you that could silhouette you against the doorway.
Yeah.
And a perception check.
All right. Well, with disadvantage, I got a 16 stealth check.
Yeah.
And then perception. That's an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Okay. You are just in the back of your mind, you're cursing Callus a little because you can see you're making a shadow in front of you, which means that there is enough light behind you that your stealth is less than perfect.
Do I?
Ahead of you, you see, like, there's still stone walls. Part of it curves off left, part of it curves off right, and in front of you, there's also a stone wall, and there's like 2 hallways going left and right.
Left and right.
And
based on
if you rolled pretty well, so if the hallway to the left, you see on the right-hand side, you see a door.
Okay. And does it look clear?
What's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
I know, tricky questions.
13.
It looks perfectly clear.
Oh god.
Oof, that's concerning.
Yep.
We're clear. I'm gonna go out and press up against the wall. Kinda like
Ace Ventura Pet Detective style?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for knowing what I was talking about. Like, just pressed up against the wall, slowly side shuffling in my head, doing my own theme music.
Yep. What's your AC?
Oh.
13.
Never a question you want to be asked.
13. As you're in your mind, you're hearing the da, 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 da. And somewhere halfway between the 13th and the 14th da, you feel a really sharp pain hitting your left shoulder as 2 small daggers sink into your shoulder. Especially since you're not wearing your armor.
Yeah.
They're having a fairly easy time hitting you. And you take...
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't have my holy symbol. I can't cast spells.
DM has to do math. You take 5 piercing damage.
Nice. All right.
Can I cancel my lights?
You can now, yes.
Okay.
Please don't. I need to see.
Just hold on to me. Hold on to my vest.
But yeah, the rest of you don't actually see these daggers flying. You just hear the pain grunt of Detective Fox. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh boy.
I really can't handle the initiative tracker in Roll20, which is entirely me, despite working in IT, not being able to deal with technology. So I will be writing it down like the old lady I am.
I just realized I don't have my arcane focus with me, do I? Or my holy symbol.
You don't have your holy symbol, no.
No, I can't really do spells.
I don't have any weapons. I'm restricted to unarmed attacks, which rely on
Punch
strength.
it real good.
Oh,
Punch
no,
it
but they
real good.
rely on strength, and I'm a dex build fighter. Whoops.
Okay.
Initiative. Anyone over 20?
Oh no.
20.
Exactly 20?
Nice.
All right. Anyone between 20 and 15?
17. I can launch. No, I
Trying to
can't.
spell your name right. It's so hard. Why does there have to be a Y in it? 15 and 10.
Like the bread.
14.
He's a piece of bread. That's what he is.
10 and 5?
Oh, Agrak has 13.
Thank you. Yep, 13. Hi.
Sorry. I didn't hear you when I asked for your number, man.
Yeah, no, I that's because I didn't say anything. Yep.
Okay.
That would
I
cover
got
it.
you.
Yeah, Jordan's got me. Thank you so much.
Teamwork already.
I appreciate you.
I think that's all of us.
I Can I do?
I actually have one of my little NPCs who gets to go first.
Oh, that's terrifying.
On a natural 20, so it's not like they have a massive modifier or anything.
Okay. I thought that was the attack. I'm like, already?
Well,
Hey, at least I rolled a natural 20 on the initiative and not on the attack.
I
That's
know,
what I'm
right?
saying.
I will say I have these very pretty. I talked about these a lot during the spy game because they're sparkly unicorn dice and they just roll so well. And that might be bad news for Detective Fox, who is still out in front in the hallway, nearing the door. You hear a sort of hopping sound, and you see two Jervine heading towards you. Not as black as Rylan. These are more of the sand-colored ones, so they're easy enough to tell apart. But these ones have leather armor on and are fully armed and wear the little bandit headscarves. And one of them jumps towards you. A single jump is easily 30 feet. And he's going to stab you with a dagger as he yells, "Why are you not in your cage?" I already rolled an 18, so I'm going to assume that hits.
Oh, that definitely hits.
4. I didn't roll as well on damage, so you only take 3 damage.
Okay.
And he just looks spitting mad. He is just, how dare you not be in your captivity? It's ridiculous. It was not the deal.
All right. Was that his turn?
That was his turn, actually, yes. And you are up next.
All right. Okay, so he's like on me.
One of them's on you. One of them is still a little further back because I actually gave them separate initiatives.
Okay. Can I use my ball bearings to can I just take all 63 of them and just dump them out and just...
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
So you're basically trying to make part of this corridor difficult terrain for them,
Yes.
mechanically speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, that works. You have 2 smallish that look like throwing daggers in your shoulder, and you just got stabbed towards the side.
Wait.
He's holding the dagger he stabbed you with, but the 2 they threw are in
Okay, wait. I did not realize that. Can I rescind that? The ball bearings or no? It's okay if not.
Do you want? I'm going to assume you want to grab one of the daggers and...
Yeah.
You may rescind the ball bearings and grab a dagger.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna take out my dagger. Or can I take out both or just one?
You can take out one. For an action, you can take out. They're pretty deep. I mean, I rolled really well to hit you. They're embedded in there.
Ow.
All right, so I'm gonna take it out, and I'm going to I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna attempt to stab back. I rolled a 14 plus 5, so
That'll hit.
Okay. That's 5 points of piercing damage.
5 points of piercing damage. Got it. He seems like personally offended that you're fighting back.
Okay. And can I use my bonus action to disengage?
You can, because you are in fact a level 3 rogue.
Yes. And then
You can use your cunning action.
Yes. And then can I run towards near where the door is without getting a attack of opportunity from the other guy?
No, because he is in fact in front of that door.
Okay.
That's like 5 feet away.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna disengage and I'm gonna hop behind, so I can see both of them.
Okay. Yeah, you hop backwards towards your friends a bit, keeping them both in your sight.
Yep.
Great. That was your turn?
Mhm.
That makes it my second turn with my other Jerbean, who also has a 30-foot leap. Who is also just very personally offended you somehow. They shouldn't be surprised considering Bob was guarding you. You somehow got out. and he will hop towards you with a dagger as well.
How's Detective Fox looking? Oh, I'm blind.
Yeah, towards Fox again.
Yes, she's still way out front.
Oh.
Currently, Detective Fox. I'm sorry, he is still very much out front. I'm sorry, it's because she still has her Kate Wells name on the Zoom, and I get confused.
It's cool.
I'm great at multitasking, I swear, but I roll terribly.
Oh
my God.
In his anger and his mousy hissy fit. It's okay if I use a slur because they're enemies. He misses you.
What?
He misses. I rolled a 7 and it's not enough.
Yeah. Can I, using my dagger, I'm gonna deflect and push away.
You can, and you would look awesome. Only a lot of your friends can't see in the dark.
I get.
But you know you're cool.
I see you're cool.
Rylan sees you're cool.
I
Me
see
too.
you.
Run up into a 5 and then deflecting down.
Also, Rylan, it is your turn.
Okay, how bad is Fox looking?
I don't think Fox is looking too good.
I'm more than half. I'm okay.
I don't want to screw over the bard, but I have a spell that would be really useful because we don't want to be caught. But I don't want to screw over the bard, so I'm not gonna do it. Silence would screw over the bard.
A little bit.
Verbal.
Possibly.
Verbal, and you need to hear it. So, what he is going to do... There's 2 of them, right?
Yes.
How far away are they?
Currently, there's 2 of them engaged with you.
Engaged? Okay.
One of them is directly in front of Fox, who's about... Because you never left the actual hallway yet. So Fox is about 15 feet away from you, because he scouted ahead a little to see where you were going. And the other one, you can't actually see the other one, because he's further down the corridor. You can only see the one directly in front of Detective Fox.
Okay, well, let's see, what's my ace, oh, I'm not wearing my leather armor. I don't know, okay. Oh, I'm a Gerbine, so I can just, I'm gonna hop right
Just
next,
like they do.
yeah, I'm gonna hop right next to, actually, I'm gonna walk up because I don't want to get hurt. I'm squishy. And I'm going to see the one that attacked Fox. And you know what? Screw it. He's going to murmur a prayer under his breath, and he is going to cast Sacred Flame.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I get a save for half, or do you have to roll an attack roll?
It's an attack roll.
It's an attack roll.
Oh, no, it's a dex save. Sorry.
Dex save.
Dex save of, my DC is 13.
Let me see what my dex is. There it
I'm
is.
gonna do spells in the chat, like just roll them and roll
That's
20.
perfectly fine. In the last month, I haven't rolled over a 7 in Roll20, and I am done with it.
That is fair. It's only for it's only gonna be for the damage because I have math problems.
I have a 14.
Dang it! Okay. Because
rolled a 12.
it's a cantrip, so I don't think you take any damage.
Okay, but briefly, there's a glow of fire in this corridor. Because I'm a kind and generous GM, can you roll me a perception check?
Sure.
And I think Detective Fox can as well, because you're in this corridor.
Can I flavor actually how the attack looks?
You absolutely can.
Because he is a night cleric, when he throws out his hand, it looks like starlight starts to kind of shimmer out as almost shadow-like flames kind of try to twist and twirl with little modules of stars that kind of seem to float and then dissipate.
Yeah.
Flavorful.
This Gerbine you're aiming for dodges very well, and you've seen them do this. These are very typical Gerbine thieves. You've worked with these. You know their tactics. It was a long shot. You've seen them dodge way worse.
Yeah. Was this a perception check you said?
Yes.
Perception, I rolled an unnatural 20.
A dirty 20?
I rolled a 15.
Okay, so, let's see. I have a map and you don't get it. About, like, the corridor towards the left where also the door is that the other Gerbine is in front of. As you start to gather starlight in your hands, you see silhouetted towards the end of the hallway something that looks a lot like a bird that has oh wow, I actually don't know the English word. It doesn't a lot. I'm gonna go ask Google for a second what you actually see silhouetted in the darkness. I hope there is a word for this in English.
I have
don't
fear.
know it.
I'm
No, it's not that bad, I think.
What language are you translating from?
Dutch.
Dutch.
Oh.
I don't know any
Awesome.
Dutch. I can't help here.
That must be like the
I
one
know
language that
a little
everyone
Dutch.
just goes.
I have friends
I
who
know a
speak-
little Dutch, actually.
Okay, do you know the word for Hanekom?
Oh, ooh.
Maybe
Because
not.
I'm looking at the dictionary and I don't think this is the right word at all.
I heard
what-
honeycomb and I'm excited.
Sentient.
Hanekom. Oh, it's like crest comb ridge,
like a kind of like a on a chicken,
like a
like-
rooster.
like a rooster. Okay,
Oh.
so it would be the comb.
It would be like a rooster's comb. You see this silhouetted in the dark. Is it just a comb in English? I thought
Yeah,
you'd have like a really cool word for it.
I was thinking like
No,
a dewlap kind
No,
of.
that's a waddle or something.
It's a
but-
waddle.
Yeah, no,
that's
in
a
Dutch,
comb.
like the red thing that's on top of a rooster's head, we call that a hanekom.
See, that is so much cooler than comb.
Yeah.
That's what it's called in English. That's
Okay.
comb.
Yeah. No, there you go.
Rock says
Oh, that's true,
coxcomb in chat.
Coxcomb.
Yeah.
We'll go with coxcomb.
Coxcomb.
Any reason to say the word cock in general, you know.
I go bird hair.
You're fairly
Bird
certain
hair.
there's a cock at the end of that hallway.
Hey, about it. I can get into.
Does it look big? Will we be able to fight it? Is it hard?
It's really it's pretty hard. It looks very girthy.
Mocock.
I think we killed the detective. I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. And for a bonus action, can I cast a spell as a bonus action, or is that a ruling you don't do?
That would be the Tell the Right campaign guide and not this one.
All right, just wanted to see if that was your personal ruling. Okay, cool. Then
Not
I
until
don't.
you get way higher level and you take a special feat.
That is okay. I'm totally chill with that. I know that DMs sometimes roll differently, but I'm good. It's my turn.
If that is your turn, I'm very distracted by talking about cocks, but it's Callus' turn.
Akrak's turn?
Callus.
Callus.
He
Okay.
had 14
That's
and
so
Akrak
exciting.
had a 13.
Okay. So, the first thing I'm going to do is, how far would you say I am from our two enemies and from Detective Fox?
About 15 feet. It's a fairly narrow hallway. There's very few people in front of you.
Okay. And all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna whisper under my breath, "Come here, kitty, kitty," and I'm going to summon a 10-foot cat in front of Detective Fox. It has like blue fur, and I'm gonna make sure that it has brown eyes.
I love that my tiny little detail.
Those
I'm gonna make
beautiful banners.
sure so that it is loved, and it is just going to kind of like stand on all fours in a defensive stance in front of Detective Fox.
Okay.
Does that count? Does that count for me as an ally?
It depends. Is it a summoned creature?
It is a forest guardian spirit.
Can you tell me if they can threaten spaces and count as allies? Because that isn't always the case with summoned creatures. Does it say, Callus?
It does take up space because it says any enemy that moves into or leaves a space adjacent to the spirit. So I think it does have its own space, but it doesn't say. It's the conjure woodland spirit of the bard tricks.
I think because it's conjuring, it should count as a ally. I think, but I'm also not the DM, so it's not my really. Sorry.
I was gonna check real quick.
Completely up to you.
I just want to know, because if that's the case, then I can get sneak attack damage. So that's the only reason I'm asking.
It looks like, I'm just gonna be quick, but it is an ally, but I don't think it gets attacks of opportunity.
It doesn't.
No, but it is an ally, so there you go. It is distracting them enough you can find a soft spot in their little germine bodies.
Yes. And if they move into or leave a space adjacent, then they have to make a wisdom save.
Yeah.
All right. So that's my action. I'm gonna summon that kitty boy, and then I am going to.
Kitties and cocks. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want points for not saying pussies and cocks because I know that there's a content filter on this channel.
You can't have points if you say it.
I'm the DM. Already have all the points.
Okay. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to say,
I'm sorry, I'm going to be giggling for an hour now. Keep going.
Fox. It's going to get better. You got this. And I'm just going to cast Healing Word for 5 points. Of 5 hit points.
Detective Fox regains 5 hit points. Yay!
Oh, thank you.
And that's going to be my turn.
Excellent. This is your moment. There are enemies in front of you. The fight is afoot or a wing.
Can I see them?
You can see one of them, but there's a fairly large pussy in front of it.
Got it. Is there,
Sorry, that's mine.
Is there anything laying around I could use as an improvised weapon?
You could clobber someone with a book, I suppose.
I will clobber someone.
One of my daggers?
No.
There's a dagger in Fox's shoulder. I'll let you have a bonus action to yank it out, provided you don't care about hurting Fox.
I will grab the book.
You will grab the book.
Dare hurt Fox.
I will open the book, and I would like to hit the creature in front of me with the book.
You move forward slightly, going coming through to the pussycat, and you clobber the poor little gerbine with a book.
Yes.
Poor little Turbine.
Or I try
Poor
to.
little gerbine, baby thief.
But with a
an
+5
8.
modifier, I got an 8.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As deftly as that gerbine dodged starlight, your pitiful attempts of coming at it with a book
Pitiful.
raptor walk lumbering down the hallway, clearly telegraphing what you're about to do. It just sort of goes and moves to the side a little.
Action surge and try again.
Do it.
21! Got it this time.
He's quite surprised by you. Basically, you missed the first time, and then you backhand him on the downswing. Roll your damage.
I would like to break the weapon over their head as a bonus action at dealing the maximum possible damage.
Alright, I think an improvised weapon is usually a
1d4.
D4.
Plus my
and your
dex.
strength modifier.
Because I'm a brutal brawler, I can use any improvised weapon as a finesse weapon, so I can use my dex. So it
This
does
is very
7
true.
damage.
I love
You do
that.
7 damage. Very
That's
good.
Great
Lit.
subclass. I love that.
This gerbine is looking really, really bad. There's like a little bit of blood coming out of his nose. He's staggering. He's on 1 hit point.
Oh jeez.
However, it is also his turn. Yeah,
Good
but
luck.
no, this little gerbine is willing to die for a cause, and he is going to
I respect it.
multi-attack the obnoxious creature holding a book, apparently, in front of him.
I was holding a book, I'm now holding 2 halves of a book.
You're through 2 halves of a book. But he is attacking you in angry revenge. There's a 19 and a dirty 20.
Yep. Without my leather armor, my armor class
Yep.
is 13. I'm a squishy boy.
D easy.
for 8 damage as 2 daggers stab towards your unprotected underbelly.
Damn. Okay. I look as bad as the Gerbine.
There's also a little blood. In your case, not coming out of your nose, but you're just sort of leaking blood and a bit of intestine.
Hey, I don't like that. No.
Detective Fox. The Gerbine is holding its ground in front of you.
Kill it.
Detective Fox.
I mean, I've got a dagger, so I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna take for an undercut and try and cut through the belly.
Alright.
Oh,
Make an attack roll.
we're turning this into freaking
It's a natural 18 plus 5.
That'll hit. The minimum weapon damage is enough to kill it. It is on 1 hit point.
Okay.
So this is 1 Gerbine. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Gerbin.
quickly turned into Watership Down.
Yeah.
Very
Like I
quickly.
said, in my mind, this is still very much Disney's Robin Hood. Only there, I don't think they ended up dying at the end.
Except this time there's intestines.
I think I'm just gonna look down and just stay down, you punk.
Such rudeness.
Thank you. I worked really hard on it.
I believe you. Let's see. Then it's my second Gerbine. The thing is with the Sea Guardian, Gerbine can be in a larger creature's space, so he doesn't exactly enter an adjacent space, he just walks through an already occupied space. They don't seem to be particularly distracted by your giant cat. Right now, they're just pissed at Detective Fox for gutting their buddy.
Woo!
Which means Detective Fox.
All right.
You have a fairly angry, small Gerbine. This one doesn't have a dagger. This one has a rapier. And it's aiming for you.
Sorry, I'm trained in rapier and dagger, so I'm living for this right now. I'm like,
So it's not adjacent, but it's like in the space.
It's in the space.
Damn.
And it was already in the space when you cast it the first time because of its size. They
Yeah.
started in its space.
Gerbine are small creatures, so they act like gnomes. They can exist in the same space as any medium.
Let's see, my 2 hit is 24. I'm gonna assume that works
that
because
hits,
I'm a terrible person. But a rapier does a lot more damage than a dagger.
yeah.
Especially if I throw like this. You
Cleric here, please calm down.
you
Crying.
take 12 piercing damage.
12? Nice.
Well, I roll an 8 on a d8.
Oh, that's really rough.
Nice.
Do we need
Christ.
to start hitting
And I
F?
don't believe in pulling punches when it's a one-shot. I'll be
No.
nice in a campaign.
Sure.
And the Gerbine spits on you and says, "Stay down,"
Oh my god.
like you just did to his little buddy.
Oh.
Because Karma's a bitch. And so is a Gerbine.
Okay, I see how it is.
You know about this, Rylan. You know how it is. You know how this
I know.
goes.
Oh yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay.
There's
so
2, I think Detective Fox went down.
No. I'm
At least
good.
You got spat on, I should say.
Oh, yeah. I was like, I've got 5 hit points.
No,
I'm
you're not.
not
Yeah,
down.
we're not at the point of death
Oh.
saving throws, but you got roughed up in one turn pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
okay, so good lord. Okay. Okay, so Akrak, are you at 1 HP?
I'm at 2.
Okay. I'm gonna. Oh heck.
I just went back up to check my rolls for health. I rolled real bad.
Bonus action healing word on Akrak.
Okay.
Can I upcast that to level 2? Is that we good? We Gucci with that?
Sure.
We Gucci with. Actually, if I cast it at level. So what is the typical ruling on bonus action healing word, and could I action cure wounds if it's level 1 healing word? Is that a thing? I don't know.
That's the same thing as casting 2 spells in a turn.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so bonus action healing word level 2 at my home dog. Buddy old pal, please don't die on me.
He's
Oh,
quite
come
literally not a dog, but yes.
Home bird.
My home board.
Your
That's
home
okay.
bird.
That takes me from 20% health to 80% health.
Okay, gonna
Hey!
do that.
Oh my god, you have no health.
I rolled real bad on health.
Constitution. Oh
You're just as squishy as Burb.
I rolled real bad stats. I've got dex. That's
That's
it.
amazing.
But that's why I did 0.5.
That's amazing.
Okay, and then Peccaroonies, I'm gonna is there I can use simple weapons. Could
I can't.
you don't have a dagger in you anymore.
Do you want it?
She has 1 dagger left in her shoulder.
Can
He has 1 dagger left in his shoulder. I'm sorry.
would it be a free action to take it out?
Well, I was gonna say I technically didn't use my bonus action that last round. Could I use my bonus action to take out the dagger?
Sure.
Thank you
Could I
very much to Izrava, who donates to give 5 temporary HP to Detective Fox.
Hey!
Thank you.
There you go. Nicely
That
done.
makes my job so much easier.
And remember, you still have that advantage as well, Detective Fox.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm. You do.
And you have the bardic inspiration you didn't use.
I'm doing great, you guys.
How long does your bardic inspiration last?
Ah, shit.
An hour.
Is it an hour? I thought it was 10
Oh,
minutes.
it was 10 minutes. 'Cause then they're gone.
Damn it.
Yeah, because we're level 3. I don't know.
You're level 3. I think it's only 10 minutes.
Yeah, it should
And
be
then
only
if you don't
Oh,
do it,
yeah.
it's gone.
It's 10 minutes. That's
Yeah, it
totally
is.
gone.
Okay.
Good call.
Sorry, I play a bard
No.
and I
No.
campaign. So I'm
Please.
just like,
Call
Okay,
me out.
so can I use my bonus? Not my bonus. Actually, my free action to take the dagger.
You may, since Detective Fox retroactively took it out of their shoulder for you.
Okay, well I don't have the stats for a dagger right now, so I'm gonna just roll through.
It's a finesse weapon, so you use Dex to use it, and it's 1d4 damage.
Okay, so I use Dex. Okay, good. I have a high Dex, so it's is it a simple weapon?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. So I get proficiency. So that's 2 plus 2, so plus 4 to hit. So I'm gonna grab the dagger and just try to shank the one that just attacked my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's gonna be a
Shank away.
that's gonna be a 9 to hit.
No. I mean, it's a 9, it doesn't hit.
So he's gonna like hop forward and just try to shank a bitch, but I guess it doesn't work.
No shanking here.
No shank you.
No shank you. And suddenly we're back to Sean Connery. No shank here.
Yes, literally. So he's just gonna kind of stay there and be like, "Ha! Attack me, not them, because my friends are dying." So that's my turn. I have a dagger now, though, so that's
Oh,
bad.
such a defensive little cleric.
Yes. I'm trying.
You're trying.
That's what's important. He's trying.
That's true. Trying is half the battle. No, wait, that was knowledge.
That's knowledge. Wait a minute.
Yeah, something's going wrong here. Let me see. Callus, it is almost your turn.
Almost. Uh-oh.
First, I'd like to know what level spell your spirit guardian is.
It's not a spell at all.
It's an ability?
Yes.
Alright. I would like... Oh no, I get to make an attack roll. Never mind.
I don't have
It's
my
pretty
knowledge.
good. It's been pretty dark in here, especially since you extinguished most of your lights, and I've been very nice in not letting Agrak roll with disadvantage for clobbering people, even though it's super dark. Suddenly, briefly, it is not dark in here. It is bright, bright light. You see streaks
Oh no.
of light aiming for your spirit guardian. Do I hit your spirit guardian with a 23?
It doesn't. have.
Does it have hit
AC or
points? Can I
anything.
hit it? How does it work?
It doesn't have AC or hit points. It's just
there.
concentration.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just there.
Okay. And it was in the space
It
with.
is a spectral predatory cat.
It was in the space with Fox and.
It's directly in front of Fox, so
Okay.
kind of like trying to defend. If anything.
Right. You see streaks of light heading for your spectral cat, and as they impact, you see it shudder and flicker. It remains, but you feel a bit of pain as someone is attacking your spectral guardian.
Oh no!
Quite a lot of pain, even. It doesn't. It rings through into your head for 2 psychic damage.
Oh crap!
That is pain. Ow. Ugh. That wasn't pleasant.
No, it wasn't. It is your turn now, though.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast. I'm gonna look at the Gerbine that is still attacking us.
The one with the rapier and the leather armor.
All right. Take that rapier and shove it where the fur don't cover.
That is amazing.
Vicious mockery.
Vicious mockery.
Yes, they have to succeed on a wisdom save.
I don't have a lot of wisdom. Ooh, that's a natural 1.
Yay! You take 1d4 damage if you want.
24 emotional damage.
It hurts, man. It really hurts. Yeah.
4 damage. Woo!
4 damage.
So you're gonna take the 4.
It is just crushed in his little Gerbine heart.
And you have disadvantage on the next attack roll that you make before the end of your next turn.
That is even more annoying because I was planning on killing some more of your friends.
Oh, not my friend.
Do you want to move at all?
Nope, I'm pretty safe here.
Okay.
I got a bonus action thing real quick.
Sorry.
It's okay. I am going to kind of seeing that my friends are hurting and Rylan is helping out. I'm gonna help as well, and I'm going to look over at Detective Fox, and hey, feel better. That's all I have. That's all I have to say for now.
Worst Hallmark card ever.
Hey,
Yeah.
feel better.
Hey. Feel better. And I am going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level for 2d4 plus 3. So hopefully I roll decent. Okay, 6, so, it ain't bad. It ain't good, but it ain't bad.
It's below average, but could be worse.
Yeah, it could be 2 1s, I guess.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He's
Thank
really
you
trying.
so much, Kentucky Hawkeye, for the resub 7 months in a row. We're
Nice.
getting awfully close to having a stream, baby. Pop us in a. Let us know who you'd like to get the advantage.
What?
Stream,
Hey,
baby.
Akrak, it's your
stream,
turn. No,
It-
we already made enough pussy and cocks jokes. We're not talking about
Oh gosh.
childbirth as well. Go on, do your turn. Do your thing. Come on, attack.
I'd like to look about me for improvised weapons. 2 of, if possible. Maybe candelabras, books, scraps of wood.
A Gerbine corpse.
Yeah, you can grab the Gerbine and swing it around by its tail if you want to.
That's really
Yep.
horrifying. I shouldn't have said that.
Preferably
That is
something
amazing.
from my other hand as well. Something.
I
I mean, I have 2 hands.
You can have like one of those heavy iron bowls.
Yes.
It's probably part of like a cooking camping set.
Can I see the last creature?
There is a logical error in that statement. You can see a Gerbine.
I will rush the Gerbine.
You rush the Gerbine.
I will hit it with its friend.
That is just psychological torture. That's just wrong.
Oh, even worse, I could use my bonus action to break it for max damage, but I'm not gonna do that.
Oh God!
I
There's
still
a
think
moral
winning your bean only gets you a D4, but you know, if you want to break it, that's alright.
I won't break it. I won't break it. Does a 16 hit?
No.
Oh.
Excuse me?
I will offhand attack. Thank you very much, Kentucky Hawkeye, who gives an advantage to Rylan and Agrak.
Oh,
And Callus.
oh, nice! Thank you so much.
Basically everybody but me, like,
And
my
me?
life isn't hard. No,
Yeah,
you-
everyone gets advantage. Everyone has an advantage now, yes.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Except,
Thank you so much.
except Anniek.
Haha. I like you.
So mean. So mean. With my offhand,
Yes.
which I am two-weapon fighting, so with my offhand I will attack with the heavy bowl. This
You
time
may.
using my inspiration.
Ooh,
Okay, it didn't help me, but 24.
that totally hits.
Hanja! I rolled a 1.
Buddy.
But you tried real hard, and that's what matters.
I should have used the. Yep, never mind.
You should have broken it over his head.
Yeah, I should have done.
Because he's still standing.
Not for much longer. Hello.
Gallus. No, wait. That's mine. Because a rooster in Humblewood is called a Gallus.
I was like, I get to go again?
No, that's
That's
Callus or Gallus, but I can't give you his name because you haven't met him. You've just seen his. I think we agreed that was a coxcomb.
Mocock.
Mocock. Excellent.
Oh, that was a very good pun.
Also, thank you, Guy Hawkeye, for getting me an advantage as well. I will end you all.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh no.
please do not kill my tiny baby boy.
It's okay.
Death is fine.
Death, yeah, no, you know, death is an outcome, you know? These things sometimes happen.
Technically, yes. Death is an outcome.
Nobody says there'd be a happy ending today. And you can hear some muttering from down the hallway.
I don't like that.
And you see a bit of light flare up. And that's all you see. Fox, it's your turn again.
Where is this rapier-clad Gerbine?
Still in front of you.
Still in front of me.
It got clobbered by a food bowl, but it's still in front of you.
How is it looking?
Not too bad.
Not too bad. Can I disengage and attempt to open the door?
Sure. The door rattles.
Okay, can I use my action, like, with the lockpick that was created to attempt to pick this lock and open this door?
You certainly can.
Okay. Natural 20.
Nice!
The door somehow, with this half-eaten mouse skull and your incredible skill, like best detective ever, clearly,
Of course, naturally.
you had no doubt that this door would open, and you're right, it opens into a about 10-foot deep supply closet. You do see like your bean-sized armor and a deck of cards, some weapons.
Did you
Okay.
say cards?
My crossbow.
Yeah, there's a crossbow there.
God bless.
Like it's your bean-sized crossbow. Coincidentally, it's almost like all your stuff is in this closet.
Half bless.
Can I just use like my movement to just go over and just find my stuff, like not even pick it up? I don't
Yes,
even
you can.
just to get to
It hasn't been put away with a lot of care.
Great. All right. I'm just in the supply closet.
You are in the supply closet, surrounded by everybody's stuff.
All right. I guess that'll be my turn.
Yep. That means it's my Jerbean's turn. You're gone, which was a shame because he was still gonna kill you for killing his friend, because, you know. But now there's just this angry birdfolk, and there are few things he hates more in life than birdfolk. Which means that we're taking a rapier to Agrak. That is not a good throw.
Thank God.
I don't think
Please don't die.
a 10 hits you.
It doesn't!
Then you're fine, apparently.
Part my feathers and the blade goes right through.
Basically. Damn it, I rolled a 4.
That's still +6.
Super frustrating. Rylan, it's your turn.
Okay, Rylan is going to. Do I see them run into the supply closet?
You see Detective Fox run into the supply closet, yes.
Is it close enough for me to see what's inside? Oh yeah, because is it lit up now? Is this area lit up?
No, it was very briefly lit up, but you can see in the dark, so you can see a lot of stuff in there. A lot of weapons.
We see my crap in there.
Yeah, it's a little further back, but you'd assume your stuff's in there considering you see, like, an assortment of gear.
I can see the Gallus, right?
You know where he is? You can see him. You can see part of him.
How close is he?
He is 35 feet away.
35. So
It's
is
like
it
he
my?
took a step back so he wouldn't be within 30 feet.
Does it? Smart. So is it my entire movement to do my leap, or is it a leap and then I can use my movement?
I think it's a leap and then your movement.
Okay. You know what? Why not? He's just gonna see this Gallus who's like hurting and attacking the people that he's trying to protect and he's trying to keep them safe.
I will point out that Jerbeen is a far greater threat right now than
Right
the Gallus.
now, okay, that's a good point to make. Thank you, I appreciate that. Fine. Okay, then I'll do that instead.
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to see you leap, but the Jerbeen has actually already hacked at some members of your party, and the Gallus has so far only aimed at a specter that didn't really do anything, and cast a spell that seems to have no effect on you.
That is an excellent point. Thank you for pointing that out. I am scatterbrained. So instead, how close is the Jerbeen?
It's pretty much next to you. It's like half surrounded by you people.
I am going to run up and attempt to grab him around the throat and say, "Good night," and cast Inflict Wounds.
Oh, that is rude.
Ooh.
He's hurting my friends. I'm not about this right now.
You should have just stayed in your cage.
I could have, but I didn't. So that's an to hit attack. So I'm gonna roll to hit. Oh, goodbye. That's probably not gonna hit. It's a 10.
That even if I discount my armor, that's not enough.
Okay.
Did you call to
I wanna-
use your advantage?
I was gonna say.
Can I use my advantage? Oh, is it too late to use my advantage?
You can still use your advantage.
Cool. I think I've used 2 first level spell slots, just because I realized it's not keeping track in my character sheet. And I used a level 2 spell slot. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I got that in. Okay, I'm gonna use my advantage.
Use your advantage.
I'm gonna use a different die because that one doesn't like me apparently.
Let's go.
That is worse.
Oh.
That is worse.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my action. Bonus action, I'm going to use. It's a Jerbeen ability. Bonus action, I'm going to use the help action. If I don't know exactly what that can do, it's called Take Heart. You can use the help action as a bonus action. So would I be able to like aid Akrak in something, or how would that work?
It's advantage on ability checks. So not so much attack rolls.
Is it? Okay.
Actually, no. You can feint, distract the target, or yeah. If you help Agrak, he gets advantage on his next attack.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna distract the Turbine and try to bring his attention to me to stop hurting my friends. Like, hey, I just tried to kill you. Pay attention to me.
Creepy Gerbine all around. Check.
I'm a Knight Cleric.
Yeah, you're doing the crazy eyes really well. Callus.
Hey, Gerbine. Hey, Gerbine. What is a Gerbine's favorite game? Hide and squeak. I'm gonna cast.
I feel that. That hurts me.
As a Gerbine.
Vicious mockery.
Do I get a save?
Yes.
Your Gerbine party member will remember this. Don't tell.
So that's a 6.
Yes. Take 2 damage.
2 damage.
Take it.
I have taken it.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else?
Then I'm going to look over at Agrok. Agrok!
Ah,
Feel better. Feel better, man. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word. So that's going to be
Head bob, like, yeah.
Oh, it is a bird.
6.
It's a very bird thing to do.
Thank you.
Feel better. Feel better, man. And then that's my turn.
Alright. Agrak!
Agrak is feeling very healthy.
Good.
It's nice when you don't have that much health because then heals also suddenly have a lot of impact.
Oh yeah, like if we could overheal, I'd be at like nearly 150% health.
That's so bad.
I did. I rolled so bad. I didn't break either of my weapons, and the Jabin is still in front of me, so I'm going to use. I don't need to use my advantage. I have advantage with thanks to
You do because someone helped you.
Yes. So I'm going to use my advantage on my first attack and do an 18.
That will hit.
Boom. 7 points of damage.
Hit him over the head with the corpse of his dead friend.
I do.
Oh, God!
Can you add a d4 psychic damage because of the emotional impact of clobbering him with his dead friend's body?
I did.
What I thought. Yeah, but he's not looking as good anymore. He is both mentally and physically struck.
I would like to use as my bonus action my intimidating banter. For whilst I am in combat, I can use my dexterity modifier to make intimidation checks.
Ooh.
So I would like to intimidate both of them and just be like, I'll kill you all!
Wow, that face is terrifying, but I still need you to roll for it.
So it's intimidation, but it's going to be basically +3 to whatever I roll.
Alright.
16.
16. The Gerbine is holding his ground, but you hear flapping feathers running down the hallway. That Gallus is gone. No, he is gone. He is not staying around for this bullshit. He's gonna live and fight another day.
That's right.
The Gerbine, though, that Gerbine is not moving. Was that your entire turn?
Yeah, I already used my action surge, so yeah.
Well, you might have considered moving away, but no, you will stand and defend. With
Yeah.
all
Oh
of your
yeah.
hit
No,
points.
I wouldn't move away. I'm gonna be giving them the beady eye. I'm gonna be staring them down, but bird style. So I'm gonna be like staring them down with one eye and switching over to the other eye, and then switching over to the other eye.
I don't have eyes in the front of my skull, so I'm just gonna keep turning my head and looking at you.
That is amazing, and I would give you another point of inspiration, but you still have an advantage, so I don't think you need it.
Thank you.
But Fox, it's your turn.
Okay, I would like to grab my rapier from the thing
Yep.
Turn around and I'd like to attack with my rapier, just like a simple, probably piercing, but it's a
Single
rapier
stab.
slashing. Yeah.
I
ooh.
would like to point out that chat is also doing amazing on the bird puns.
Oh, I need to check that out right heckin' now.
People are causing fear and clawing their way back from the brink of death. I see you, chat.
You,
Oh,
you
I
in
know,
on this.
You
Your
are.
vibe.
That's an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, and since my ally is nearby, can
You get sneak attack damage.
True. All right.
Actually, there's
so
like
that-
3 allies nearby now. Everybody's sort of crowded around this poor Gerbine.
8 plus 3, so that's 11 slashing, and then sneak attack. Where's my d6? Sorry. Where are my d6s? They're there. That's an additional 14, so 11 plus 14, so a 25 slashing damage.
That is it's more shish kebab than Gerbine right now. It is dead.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Congratulations. Do you want to describe your killing blow?
All right. Even though it's a small space, I'd like to moulinet several times, come up from the top, and just stab down.
You all watch as Detective Fox. Normally Maypags aren't very flashy in combat. This one, though, it's amazing. Charges out of a supply closet, apparently. Brandishes a rapier with a finesse and a style rarely seen in these parts, and just massacres what's left of this Gerbine.
Ugh.
There is quite a lot of spatter, which is impressive with a piercing weapon, but you do a lot of flicking and just swishing, and there's every time you go like this, there's another streak of blood on the walls and on your companions. But you are done with combat. Congratulations.
We survived.
I'm feeling
And you
quite
found
good
it
about
yourself?
myself.
Fox.
There's some other things in here as well. I think we might have solved the case.
Excellent!
The glint of his eye.
I'm gonna go put my armor on.
He's gonna go put his armor on.
Yep.
Collect his bullshit, including his cloak, clasps on his holy symbol, and then looks for his fucking necklace. He's gonna.
Roll me an investigation check. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, it's a sapphire pendant that I stole back when I was still with them. What? Investigation?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 6.
No, you briefly think you find something exciting, and it's one of those, those really cheap pieces of jewelry that turn your skin green if you wear them for too long?
Yeah.
Oh.
Find one of those.
This isn't it. But
Oh, that's mine. Sorry about
here
that.
you go. Wrong accent. Here you go.
You do find, even with the 6, you do find a really nice red cloak that you remember Ava wearing. As well as a necklace Ava wore when she asked you for help. And her staff.
Someone stronger than me carry these things, please.
Sure, I can help you out with that. But before I do, Fox, I'm gonna go over and kind of wipe off like their shirt. You had a bit of Jer spleen on you. And then I'm going to go and pick up the stuff.
Nice.
And at this point, did you happen to see any playing cards in there?
I didn't I?
You did.
I did. Yes, I appear to have solved the case, and I go over and I grab them. Gonna handle them carefully.
Oh, thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna open the package and look in. Oh, yes.
No.
I got
All there.
my cards back. Thank you so much.
Do you think you can see if you can find a sapphire pendant? Sapphire and silver.
Did I can I make an investigation check, because I know that she already looked, or is that
Well, Rylan didn't find it. You were looking mainly for weapons and your own things, so you can make another investigation check, see if you can find a sapphire pendant.
that's a 16 plus 3, so a 19.
You do not find a sapphire pendant.
Can I have a quick look for my gear as well?
If it's about like your weapons and your armor, those are obviously just, you get the feeling, you know how oh, I don't want to call out people. You know how parcel delivery people sometimes ring your doorbell, throw the parcel at your door and run away? You get the feeling someone opened this door, chucked in your stuff and went, screw this, I'm having a pint.
Awesome. Then I will be putting on my tight-fitting leather armor, picking
Very
up my
nice.
whip and my curved sword.
Brother, you said you wanted me to take care of something?
Ava's belongings. Here. Just gonna hand them over. If any of you manage to find a silver and sapphire pendant, it's a very large sapphire, please let me know. It's very dirty.
All right. When was the last place that you remember having this pendant?
Before they knocked me out.
All right. And are you sure that you no longer have it? Is it anywhere on your person?
I'm gonna check my person. Is it anywhere on me?
It is not on you.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Can I go ahead and just cast? I'm gonna go ahead and cast Detect Magic and just see if there's any, like, areas or hidden things that might be obscured by the effects of magic.
Is your spirit guardian still there? Because I just want to say your pussy glows really bad.
Oh, it does. It does.
Your pussy's on fire.
It pops severely.
And yours.
Area-wise, no, nothing particularly glows with magic. Also, I don't think any of you had magical items, and there's nothing. The only thing that glows is Ava's staff.
Yep.
Interesting. When I cast Detect Magic, it's concentration, so it does make my pussy go away.
Aww. It briefly flares.
God, I wish that were me.
Your pussy briefly flares up and then dies down. And dissipates.
He's gonna wave, and I'm gonna wave.
God, okay.
Now that we've grabbed all our stuff, I'm going to go out into the hallway and begin investigating, using the clues that we have from Ava's stuff and attempt to locate this mysterious hedge.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just gonna follow her because
I rolled a 15 plus 4, so a 19.
You see, if the storeroom is at your back, you see tracks moving off towards the right. That looks like someone was carrying a staff and didn't bother picking it up properly. Like sort of dragged through the dust. While our Maypack goes full Mission Impossible Ace Ventura Pet Detective down the hallway.
I'm can I roll stealth?
Are you singing your theme song to yourself? Because
Absolutely.
then you get yes, but with disadvantage because you're humming the theme song.
But since I get advantage in darkness,
Because in darkness cancels out flat roll.
18 plus 5, so 23.
Ooh.
You hear the theme song starting, and then suddenly it and Detective Fox are gone.
Okay.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da. You sneak ahead of the group following the pathway to the right, and it curves down in a more southern direction until you reach another slightly more open chamber about 35 feet down the hallway.
Just to mention it, while they're going, Rylan is fussing over Akrak. He's kind of like smoothing feathers and like making sure he's not bleeding. He's just like fussing over him worriedly.
I'd call you a mother hen, but you're Gerbine, so that would be wrong.
All right. So we get to the edge. Like, do we get to the edge of like a room or something? Like you said.
I don't think there's a we. I think there's a you, but you do.
You. All right.
Well, the rest tried to follow you, but your stealth was too high for them to see you.
I'm gonna wait there, and I'm just da 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 da, and I'm gonna wait.
Hang on. You hear very softly from the darkness. Is someone singing? Hello? Hello? Oh, still alone.
Who can hear
Okay,
that?
I'm gonna sneak back to the group, eventually, and be like, "Can you?"
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
spread my wings and run after them.
Hurry.
Oh god,
Wait,
anime bird
that
brings
means-
up the rear.
I know exactly
Oh,
what you're
God.
referencing right now, and it's
Yeah, I no, I don't want to go there.
I love birds.
Okay.
All right. Can I re-lead them down the hallway?
Yes?
Okay. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna hold my hand up to my ear like I have an earpiece, but I obviously don't. And I'm gonna be like, okay, go, 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 go.
Okay, there's a Maypack in the shadows going like this.
I'm just gonna hurry along.
I'm walking everywhere with his hood up, like throwing his head up.
Yeah, it's a fairly large room and has like an assortment of metal cages stacked around. I don't know if you've ever been in like a dog kennel where they're like stacked on top of each other. These are all kinds of different sizes, and in one of the really small ones, you do see a scared little hedgehog going, "Oh,
Is there any?
he said they'd be back."
Ava! Ava!
He's gonna run over,
Oh,
pause on the.
I'm gonna start hopping on all of the floor tiles.
Is there any magic that I detect?
it does it move through stone? There's a bit of a ping of magic towards the cardinal the negative directions west wall.
Ooh.
None of the stone tiles move, and Ava is walking up to the bars going, "Oh, hello. I mean, we didn't quite stay safe on the road, but at least you're helping me now.
Of course.
The thing is, I don't know, like, I probably don't want to be in this cage, but I went down, and they took me downstairs, and I talked to the bandit person, and I think maybe they have a point, so I need to get, a message back to the Bird Council. So if you could take me to Alderheart after all, that would be really good."
Rylan,
Yes?
just be careful. I sense magic on the west wall. I haven't checked it out yet. As I'm
I
gonna
want to
s-
insight check this hedge.
You may.
Oh man, I can't hear you.
Plus 3, so 21.
21! She is the nicest, kindest, scariest hedge you've ever seen.
I'm so sorry for doubting you.
She is just by reputation, she always tries to see everybody's point of view, but once she's decided something is right, she'll stand for it with her whole 2'1" bravery and quills. And right now, she's not very brave and she just wants to go home because she has a very important message for the Bird Council.
Callus,
Yes.
you have her stuff, right?
She still has little manacles on as well.
Yeah.
Akra, do you think you could bite the manacles? Not off of her little hands. I mean, like, off of the chain between them. You've got a strong beak.
I can give it a go. It'd be easier to break the wrists.
Well, there might.
Please don't!
She takes a little step back.
No, he's not
I
gonna
mean-
hurt.
Only if you wanted to.
No!
No, I don't
talked
want you to
about
break
this.
my wrists. I need it to make things.
Can you dislocate your thumbs?
With the tinker tools, can I attempt to make something to undo, like, to lockpick things?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
Make a dexterity check and add your proficiency.
And add advantage.
And add advantage.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
I'm giving you
that's-
mine.
Oh,
Very nice.
okay, so I rolled a natural 1 and then a 12. So 12 plus dex is 15, plus proficiency is 17.
17.
See, I knew you were gonna roll a 1.
When you start, one of your tools slips away and you go, oh god, no, I'm breaking everything. But you, just in time, you're like, no, I am an amazing detective. And you make it happen. And the little manacles go. He goes, oh, thank you, they hurt ever so much. I'm still in the cage, though.
Oh, I thought I was undoing the cage.
I thought you were undoing her manacles. Because that's what Agrek was talking about, breaking her wrists to get off the manacles. I thought you were avoiding wrist breakage.
Cool. Yes, that's what I will do. I'll be like, I'll let you out of this cage if you tell us what information you're delivering.
Oh, well, it's just a request from one of the bandit leaders to negotiate with the Bird Council about more help from the Purge Guard.
Which leader?
Brenna?
Do I know Brenna?
Yeah, she's like the highest up, basically.
Oh.
You never met her, you just know her name.
His ears flick back. Do I know her reputation?
Yes. Strict but fair, but definitely a bone to pick with the Bird Council.
To the point where she would probably lie to get into it just so she could assassinate someone? Or I need to incite
Possibly, but she's very pragmatic, so she would work with the enemy if it meant
getting what she wanted.
That's actually pretty fair. Okay, come on, let's get we should get going.
Can I attempt to unlock the cage?
Yes.
Is there a lock on the cage? Okay.
Who's gonna start?
Well, you have Tinker Tools and not so much Thieves Tools, but you still have the mouse pick.
Yeah. I rolled a 17 plus 17 plus 5 plus 7, so that's 24.
24. Again, it takes a little, and like this is the end of the mouse pick. It breaks as you open this cage. It has lived a long, useful life, and it shatters, but it works before it does. Could I have my rope and my staff?
Callus, you're holding the stuff. Callus.
Close, maybe?
Callus, you're holding the stuff.
I guess I'll stay naked.
Fine.
Can I have perception checks from everybody, by the way?
Oh jeez, I just threw my die. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh god, oh jeez.
3.
Perception?
Yes.
That's a 15.
That's a 15.
17.
Very good. You're on fire.
I'm rolling really well right now.
I thought literally someone is on fire.
Callus? I know. There would be more screaming if you were actually on fire.
18 for Callus.
Fox and Callus. And as Callus begins to hand over the robe and the staff to poor little Ava, you hear a metal door slamming. You hear pounding footsteps on stone. You hear roughly 12 creatures enter this room behind you. And as you turn around, you see, for your standards, an enormously tall servant with a band around her left eye and a scarred face. The fabled Brenna, as she says, "Well now,
Holy shit.
what have we here?"
His ears go back and he just dips his head.
Brenna! Hello!
And that's where we're going to end today.
What? What? No!
I'm afraid it is.
I can't believe how quickly the time has gone in this crazy one shot. This has been so much fun.
Oh my gosh! I want to know what happens next!
I think we might have to have a follow-up episode at some point in the
Can we
future.
please?
Like,
Yeah.
I have so much more. I have enough for like. I almost accidentally wrote a campaign. It's just.
Oh, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. I love it.
I glad you had fun, but yeah, cliffhanger, guys. But you know, nobody died in battle, and you found Ava, and she doesn't have the creepy manacles on anymore, and you know, we're gonna call it for now a win.
thank
For
you
now.
so much. We are right up at time, so I would like to do a really quick wrap-up if we all could. So let's go round, and we'll go in the opposite direction this time, and start with Jordan, the DM of Chaos Conductors.
Hello. My name is Jordan. Welcome. Welcome to Jordan's section of the outro. I am the DM of Chaos Conductors, and you can find me at DM of Chaos C. I am the DM of Chaos Conductors, and a podcast called Air D&D. Thank you. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful night. Even though it's at 1 p.m. EST.
I mean, it's all good.
Maybe where you live, it's 7 p.m. here.
It's 10 a.m. for me.
What are time zones anyway? You know, like.
Time is an illusion.
Next, let's go around to Caden at Fatebound Night.
Oh heck, the hackaroonies, that's me. Hi, I'm Kaden. I am an artist, an illustrator, and character designer. I play a lot of tabletop games. I will eventually start streaming artwork and hopefully some gaming on my Twitch channel at Fatebound Night. Check me out there. I'm Fatebound Night basically everywhere. I primarily just do art and yell about D&D. So if you like that, come hang out with me sometime if you'd like.
Thank you. And also, thank you to all of the Twitch Prime subscriptions that are coming in. Grifolian, Angeli, and Maid of Cartoons. Thank you all for subscribing with Twitch Prime. I appreciate you. And Anonymous donating another £2 here at the end. Thank you so much.
I like your username.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Next
fitting.
round, let's go to Kate. Kate Swells. Kate S. Wells.
Yes. Hello, I'm Kate. I am the DM of D20 Error, which you can find everywhere at D20 Error on Twitch and Twitter and Instagram. We're doing something super exciting that will hopefully be announced tomorrow/Monday, which I'm really excited about. And we're streaming and we're doing we have an ongoing D&D5e campaign. Please come check us out. It's a lot of fun.
Thank you. And last but most certainly not least, our wonderful DM. Wonderful job today, Anniekster.
Thank you. My name is Anniek. You can find me on Twitter at Anniekster. I play on this channel on Mondays, and I'm a sullen teenager in a terrible, terrifying, very confusing Cthulhu campaign, which is awesome. I do tweet a lot about D&D because I play a lot of games. So many games. Not just D&D, also a bunch of other stuff. And I've started my campaign to get back on this channel next season. So DM Scrat if you want to see more of me.
Thank you so much. Now, we are a little over time, so I'm going to wrap here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We're going to put around 20 minutes on the clock to, get the next scene set up and all of that good stuff. So we'll see you all in 20 minutes. Looking forward to seeing you, and thank you very much for tuning in. Catch you in a bit. Keep on evoking emotions. Bye.
Bye.
Welcome to the Academy. Please take your seats.